And is everything working? No, it's all gone to shit. Oh no, oh no. Nah, it's fine. Alrighty. I'm gonna say trivia for this is Scary Story. There's the theme. That's all I can think of.
Okay, yeah. Sonny's favorite scary story is Ichabod Crane and the Headless Horseman. He always thought it was terrifying. Not, that somebody could, there's a horseman without a head. That's just very disconcerting to him. Because people normally have heads.
So does he have a fear of decapitation, or is it more just a general, I think
it's very specifically, he doesn't like the Headless Horseman. It's that specific combination of things, of a headless man who is on a horse. Yeah, I mean, we know how he feels about horses already. So it's just...
That's true. He's doing everything he can to prevent another one from coming up.
Exactly.
Morak's scary story is that when he was 14, there was a zombie outbreak, a small zombie outbreak in Cathartis. They just like 6 of them just showed up out of the catacombs of the Tuskbane Palace. No one knows where they are. They were quickly dispatched, but I mean, yeah, there were 6 zombies that showed up. No one really knows.
It's still just problematic that occurred without seemingly reason.
Well, I mean, the thing is that we are in D&D land, so how uncommon is it for just things to show up? Look at our party.
I mean, you say that, but this wasn't just in a random cave. This is basically saying...
It was in catacombs!
Yeah, below the equivalent of the White House.
Well, I feel like that's super reasonable. It could be like a witch cast a curse, there was some bad juju.
They were just skooma addicts.
Oh no. Khajiit.
What the hell is skooma?
Have you not played Skyrim?
It's the Khajiit drug.
Okay, well that's a little bit racist against Khajiits. Anyone can use it.
They're all into it.
Think about what Ode would say. Come on.
I thought it was canonically from where Khajiit.
It actually is. You are right.
Yeah.
I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. Anyway.
You can only get it from Khajiit caravans in the game.
I'm gonna go with...
Stories is our fun fact?
What was that?
It has to be a scary story. It's a loose idea.
Oh, okay. I'll think about that.
Okay. I'm gonna say for
You
Lydia...
gotta pick Byron's. He's not here.
We'll come back to that.
Byron's
We'll come back to it.
And Artux.
They're both afraid of French horns.
Their whole life, Artuk's whole life is a scary story.
Artuk is living through his active night. He was raised on terrible horror stories of this creature called the Blightwalk. No. I'm gonna go with Lydia, and if they aren't here in time, then we'll get to their trivia. I'm gonna say Lydia was just raised to be constantly afraid of werewolves. And beyond even a point of werewolves are scary, it's kind of, she has active plans in case a werewolf arrives, because they were kind of blurring the line between a prep kit and a scary story. And she's never encountered a werewolf.
Is Lydia the person that we're currently with, or the rogue that is from Kezia's backstory?
Lydia's the half-elf you guys are currently with.
Okay.
Kezia?
I've been thinking about this too. I have no freaking clue. Probably just that one time a wild magic storm got way too close to the capital, or to her hometown, to the point of it ended up just wiping through the entire town itself, and temporarily, while the storm was going over, every single person had a tomato for a head. And then it was fixed. And that's more of a funny story than a scary story.
I don't know. I feel like it's
amazing. I love that.
I love that.
How would you know? Does it have eyes? Do all the tomatoes have eyes?
No. You get tremor sense while you're a tomato.
As all tomatoes do.
And the worst thing is that there still is occasionally you hear a slight like squishy noise coming from deep underneath the city if you move too quickly
Oh god, this
Uh,
is
and
real.
go down towards there.
Every now and again.
There's stories of a rotten tomato man living down there.
Good to know.
I like this.
We
David,
should have
can we
known about
explore-
this before we went
Write
to
that down.
Harry
Write that down.
We're never going back to Harry Match.
You don't know. You don't know what your future holds.
See, I like to think this is just a serious story Kezia decided to just tell you guys.
Ooh. Unfortunately, by speaking a story into the world, you make it real.
Oh, no.
True.
Mary or Will, do you guys have one ready?
I'm gonna go. I don't know if this is a scary story as much as like a creepy of Halloweeny themed fun fact is that I'm going to borrow from Ono, Ross, and Carrie and say that every once in a while when you guys are like describing a story, Ode gets like really into every story that people. Wait, what does that say, Dave?
The Rotten Tomato Man of Harry Magi.
Ode gets like really into when other people are telling stories and asks a lot of questions and like wants a lot of context. So I guess the part borrowing from Ono, Ross, and Carrie, she'll be like, "Oh my gosh, like how scary was that?" And then sometimes she'll say like on a scale of like 1 to 10, like how scary was that, or like how creepy was that? And I think because this is like to give context for what you guys realize about Ode while we're traveling, is that she has no context for like what creepy things are. And it's because you realize that she like grew up in a monastery where every monk in the monastery has to wear a mask in public all the time. And so they often wear like kind of like some will wear like baby masks, some will wear like masks that are just like a permanent frown or something, and it's like incredibly creepy. But Ode like grew up in that. So she just has like and all the monasteries do something like a little creepy or weird, so she just has like no context for like, oh yeah, that creeps me out. Like she's just like, oh no, like it's all good. Like it's just if someone's like celebrating their culture, it can't be creepy.
Wait, so I do have one question for this. So is this like not Rogue? Ode like understands the concept of a horror story, but none have ever gotten under her skin, or like she's just like, oh, this is part of your culture? Okay.
Huh. Oh wow, that's like thinking about her character a lot.
Ode has
I
no
think-
fear.
Ode has no fear.
Ode has no
I
fear
think she
except of death.
understands, Like, she has like a very severe sense of like, if this could harm me, it is scary. But like the tomato thing story, she'd be like, oh yeah, that's sweet because like it doesn't technically pose like she's very scared of things that could hurt her, but something that cannot hurt you but is inherently like weird or scary, she's like, yeah, that's great, I love it.
Ode has no empathy for anyone who has gone through these horrifying circumstances as long as she is not directly affected.
Yeah. This is her new character flaw.
That's actually hilarious.
Alright, Will, for Zeka.
Okay, I have mine. It's a little fucked up though. But it's too good not to say it. I think Zeka's least favorite. I don't even know if this counts as a horror story, but The Boy Who Cried Wolf, right?
It counts for this, yeah.
Yeah, so in The Boy Who Cried Wolf, right, it's like the townspeople came after he cried wolf like twice because he wanted attention, and then the third time they didn't come because the wolf didn't come. And Zeka was just curious, so one day he decided to cry wolf because he wanted attention, but no one came the first time. So
Oh.
he just sat in the field alone.
That's good.
And no one came to help him, even though he was crying wolf. So he hates that story because it reminds him.
Oh gosh, that's so sad.
That's pretty fucked up.
That's why.
That's really good.
But it adds to his backstory, so there you go.
Fair enough. Okay, since they aren't here yet, I'm gonna take Eric. I want you to come up with the one for Byron. I'm gonna take Artuk for a whirl. I'm gonna say that Artuk, his people didn't really come up with horror stories so much just because it was more like poisonous plants, but he was exposed to a shocking amount of death and death concepts growing up. that the more and more he travels out, the more he kind of finds horror stories and stories about death and mortality, like, incredibly just, like, tone deaf. He's not fazed by them. He doesn't, like, with any horror story, he's just like, well, that was fucking stupid. Yeah, they died. Oh, what? Oh, well. He just is unfazed by them.
I feel like I don't know a lot about Byron's, like, backstory that comes to mind.
Well, he should have been here then. Go crazy.
Yeah. No, I feel like he.
I like that this is the punishment for not showing up on time.
Okay, he does not. It's not quite all the way to like a phobia, but he has a thing with maggots. He very a dislike. Because he
He
one
has a
time,
thing for maggots.
yeah, he's very horny, is what I'm trying to say with maggots. No, he was out as a child. One day he was out, kind of exploring in the woods or whatever as kids do, and he found it was a raccoon, and it was dead. It was it was on the ground. It had been there for a bit. He was kind of young and curious. And he was poking it with a stick, and kind of punctured the skin, and maggots just came pouring out, and that scarred him.
And that was the story of how Byron met Bailey for the first time. Alrighty. Yeah, I gave Lydia her. She's paranoid about werewolves everywhere.
Okay, we just gotta get Artie to turn into a wolf in front of her.
She just freaks the fuck out. I knew it! I knew they were real!
When you find out all of your fears are completely justified.
Oh no, my anxiety.
To be fair, again, we live in a D&D world. Werewolves are definitely real.
Yeah, it's like, at this point, it isn't really a phobia so much as just maybe a slightly too aggressive defense policy.
Like, being terrified of werewolves is like being terrified of sharks.
Yeah, it's like
like statistically, the chances that you get killed by one are pretty low, but still, like, it could happen. Like, I have a friend who has a friend who knew a guy who got mauled by one.
It's like the inverse of sharks. You're way less likely to encounter them, but it is way more likely to end badly.
Now, if you're terrified of both sharks and werewolves, you're screwed in D&D world.
Someone in our world who's like really scared of sharks, like that's too reasonable, right?
Yeah. Like, being terrified of both werewolves and sharks in D&D. Will, please stop doing dishes.
Please.
I'm sorry.
Please, for the love of
yourself.
God.
I'm going to...
No, I'll mute it. I'll mute myself.
Because if you're on land, the likelihood of you getting attacked by a werewolf is probably as close to getting attacked by a shark if you're on the ocean. So there's nowhere where you can live in peace in D&D.
Okay.
Where land sharks though? Super common.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I was about to say, Lydia's greatest fear is a were-shark. If they ever encounter one, she will run. It doesn't matter the stakes, it doesn't matter if it's even friendly, she will just run.
It's a land shark.
Hey David, I know what we're gonna encounter in the rest of the cave.
Maggot land sharks. That's right.
Alright.
Infested land shark.
Where maggot land sharks.
Gonna write down were-shark, just save that for later.
Okay, write down where maggot also. It's very small, and it turns into a fly.
It's a maggot that turns between a fly and a maggot.
Okay, no, that's Sonny's also fun fact. He doesn't know what butterflies are. He assumes it's when a caterpillar has a weird lycanthropy disease that makes him turn into a butterfly.
Okay.
And they can't turn back. That's the worst part of it.
That's the nature of the curse. It's fucked up. Picking up from last session, you guys have all since exited the cave. You see old Tobin still just napping while standing up, and the girls have... What did you guys do for the, 2 hours they were in there?
Played cards?
Played solitaire.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I think canonically it was that we said that Kezia and Ode were very tired, and Sonny doesn't sleep, so he could watch them while they napped.
You guys were...
Sunny was playing solitaire.
Quick cat nap then.
You guys return back out. Good work, Brenna. You guys return back out to the cave entrance to see Ode, Tobin, and Kezia just kind of napping on the ground while Sunny is playing solitaire, and you can like. It's kind of like Batman vision from the Arkham games. You can like vaguely see the impression of the screen in front of him, but you can't make out a lot of details.
Morak just walks up and he's like, "Okay, we got the wand. That was a thing. Oh, you guys ready to keep going? By the way, we got this kid now. I don't know what we want to do with him. I think he could just go home to his mother."
Yeah, he should probably just go home to his mother. To his mother.
I mean,
Does he have a mother?
But Kezia, weren't you with us? Weren't you with me? You don't know anything about what's going on.
Nope, no
maybe,
clue, but children should not be here. Looks at Zeka.
Maybe we can
What?
star one to after Morak has told us what happened.
Yeah, so basically, here's what happened, guys.
Oh yeah, if he has a mom, he definitely shouldn't be out here.
He's just kind of looking around, like darting his eyes around all of you, like just kind of staying quiet.
So,
I pull out a knife.
Recoils visibly.
I offer him the knife hilt first.
oh, Kezia, he had a sword. I just took it
Okay.
away from him. Yeah. Didn't you just listen to my video?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he needs a knife.
Wait, isn't the kid a Weaves card?
Yeah.
Yeah, you literally see it's like on his lapel.
Look,
Hey guys.
I may not know
Hey,
the
Adam.
whole situation here, but don't we not want him to have a knife?
Yeah, that's what I literally just. I take the knife away from him after
He doesn't offer much resistance. He's kind of just like, oh, okay, I have no. Oh, okay, it's gone.
Well, there's 7 of us and 1 of him. We could kill him, we could kill you. Very easily.
I just don't
You
want
want
to
to
get
kill the
stabbed.
child? I'm confused.
He looks alarmed.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. What is your deal, child? Like,
My name's
how old
Joe.
are you? 12?
I'm 14.
Why the
Oh,
hell
he's
are
old
you
enough
with
to
me?
enlist. Tell me, son, how do you feel about the Empire?
Oh,
The what? The
Uh,
oh, you mean that dead thing we're standing on right now? Okay.
no,
I
that's,
feel pretty okay about it, honestly. It didn't do anything because it's been dead for 30 years. Well, I can't count.
it's fine.
I like you, kid. You know what?
You're
Go back to Harry and
terrifying.
Magi. Go to the Skinny Walkers.
You just
Just see what happens.
you just want me to walk through this wasteland.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
a
gonna
good
lie.
point.
I like you, but I'm not super attached to you.
Oh,
Look, if you find little Johnny... Wait, did little Johnny die? Well, he's going to soon if he doesn't. There might be a position opening up soon in the Skinny Walkers, if you ever make it there. Anyway, as far as that goes, I think we can be done with this kid, right?
well, hold on there. Wait, maybe, you guys could take me back?
No, I
Oh no.
don't think so. What do I look like, a freaking taxi service?
Well, you are
I'll
kind of
just
made of
jump in.
metal.
So can we recap? For me, sorry, that we were looking for some runes that we thought that the Weave Spard might be at, right? Did you find that in there, or are we still looking for that?
Oh no, yeah. Kid, where the hell are the weeds got out here?
Will you take me back home?
Look, we're full up on
Yes,
kids,
yeah,
alright?
why not?
Okay, hold on. Is Morak being honest with that?
Yes, he's 100% honest with saying, yeah, sure, why not?
No, I'm asking the question. If this kid gives that info, are you just gonna leave him high and dry?
Probably not. If he helps us out, I
Roll,
don't know.
roll persuasion real quick.
Yeah, sure. I'm persuading him to help us. Yeah, I'm good with that. Morak, Tuskbane.
I don't need to roll for this. It's just
I wish I
DC.
had 2 monitors.
Well, he's doing
It's a 10.
10? Okay. I mean, looks around the 7 people who just killed the big guy he was with and who could easily kill him. I could probably take you to those ruins.
Borak just looks at Artuk.
Do I even need to roll insight?
I mean, he might know the direction a little bit.
Gotcha.
He might. He seems more backed into a corner than anything else.
All right. In Morak's head, he hears, I figure we can't leave him high and dry. We literally killed the large man protecting him out here. Best case scenario, he actually is able to help leading us there. Worst case scenario, he is net neutral.
Okay, so kid, you gotta tell us what you're doing out here. We don't want to leave you high and dry. So it's kind of my friends here are a little bit more morally sound than I am. We don't want to just leave a kid out here. What was your goal? We know you stole a wand. We got that back. It's a bad thing to do to someone. What is your goal out here?
Can Morak make an intimidation check for me?
Okay.
Artuk, make insight.
Natural
Make
20.
insight. I love it.
Nice.
Damn.
Oh, you
To be
know.
fair, he was kind of giving it a half-assed intimidation.
It's more of like the words you said, not the effort, but like, you know. Oh, you know, I was just out here. Mr. Carver, you know, he like, yeah, he took me out here. I didn't have a choice in the matter. Artuk, I don't think it's hard to read. Yeah, I was just out here and I just want to go back home and like just not be in this hellscape without anyone to protect me anymore.
Well, that would have been a great idea before you came out here, deciding not to come out here. But now you're here. So
Well, I had people that were going to get me back, so that was really it was kind of an operative term there. I still can't count, but I know what operative terms are. I majored in linguistics.
Not math.
All right, kid. I'm gonna put this real blunt. The bullshit coming out of your mouth smells worse than the mushrooms that I used to devour that man, and I can bring the mushrooms back if that's what's gonna get you to talk. But I'd rather just talk without them because I don't like my mushrooms either.
Hey, roll intimidation with advantage.
Sure. It's not my best skill, but maybe advantage will be useful.
Can Morak help him?
18.
The help would be the advantage, so I feel like this is a sum-all situation. Okay, with that 18. Yeah, okay, I don't know the way there. I do know where I do know where they were headed. If you guys can give me a sword and like a direction, I will be out of your hair. I will be listen, Carver, Mets, I wasn't a huge fan of them, to be completely honest. I am really ready to
I love the Mets.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of them. I am really ready to go home and never look back on this business if you guys can give me a sword, and I will just tell you exactly. We were heading toward...
You know...
He was about to say what it was, but he caught himself.
Okay. You wouldn't by chance have a map that could show us where it is, do you?
Roll a d20, Morak.
Someone in this goddamn wasteland has a map to know where they are. Natural 20!
Wait, hold on. Was that a d20 or a roll 20?
He did
I
say
did
rolling
a rolling
D20. That was
D20.
actually not...
Yes. Hold on. Give me just a second. He starts going through his pockets. It's kind of wet because we kind of swam through a tunnel, but here, and you see, it's kind of weird how it was set up, because it marks like a very clear path actually, with like very clear like not road lines, but like trail lines with which you would go from Harry Magi to these ruins. And Morak, I'll say this is kind of like a half step adjacent to your kind of knowledge base. You see it's like an imperial map which was kind of overlaid with like the waste onto them. So like this once was the city of this. Here are the ruins that are now this city. But it is heading towards a mining town called Batro. You don't know anything about the town itself, but you see it's clearly labeled, where the Weavesguard are clearly headed towards that and investigating the ruins in there. I'm assuming you took the map and are looking it over, which is how you get this. But yeah, it very clearly marks like the location of it. It seems like these guys got about a quarter of the way there, and then Lydia and Tobin's interference basically forced them to go, like, if this is where Harry Magi is, and this is where Batro is, they basically went... So they basically just started having to book it across the waste to try to get away from the two of them.
Thank God we got this map, guys, because we were going in completely the wrong direction.
Yeah, that was kind of clutch.
Turns out just walking in the wasteland was the worst idea we've had in a while.
So, why were y'all here? Like, why were you going to Batro?
I'm... Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I joined 2 months ago. I just got past my basic training phase. And this has not been an ideal outcome once I was released into the field. So I don't know the exact specifics. There is something up there. There is something up there. I don't know what it is. I don't really care anymore. Carver was literally breaking the rules about carrying magic stuff constantly because he just stole that fucking wand from whoever that was and that weird bag. I don't know what's there. Probably something magical that they're gonna break, but I don't know what Carver's agenda was. I'm just here because this was me getting released in the field. I'm ready to call it quits here, though. I'm ready to go the fuck home.
All right, I'm willing to let you do that. I'm willing to, give you what you need to get on your way, like you're asking. But before you're on your way, remember.
Artek, I'll just jump in with, I think he was asking us to escort him somewhere. Like, he felt very uncomfortable with just being thrown into it.
I will definitely die if I'm just let out into those wastes. They have killed so many things.
For that part of that conversation.
Sure,
so
sure.
That
Right. Sorry, I thought that he had basically said, give me a sword and let me go, and I'm okay.
No, I want a sword so that I can help when something comes after us.
Right. Okay. So
I'll take a shiv at this point. Honestly, I'm not in a high negotiating stance.
Alright. Put it this way, then. I want you to remember the people who saved your fucking life out here were a bunch of fucking magic users. And whatever reason you had to join the Weavesguard to begin with, just, consider whether it still holds as true as you thought it did. With that being said, I'm more than willing, with a close eye on you, and remember what the fucking mushrooms did to Carver, who could have beaten your ass in a half a second. I'm willing to move forward with you alongside us. We're gonna go do the shit we were gonna do. We'll let you be with us, because we're strong enough to keep you safe. And when we get out of here, you can come out with us if you survive the whole thing. That's the best offer I can hand you.
into the wastelands and fend for yourself.
That's the other option.
I think that this, hey, everyone, I think this is a great idea for us to stick together. What are you guys called, by the way? Just so I have our idea.
It's
Fun
a working
Panthers.
title.
We're the Fun Panthers.
Actually, since this has come up, I noticed, I don't mind Fun Panthers, but Morak said something the other day about us having all kind of, I don't know, like, new outlooks on the world, and then with Artuk saying just now that we're all kind of magic users and have these special powers, I don't know, I think, like, the phrase "new power generation" just like popped into my head. Maybe we could workshop that instead of Fun Panther.
It is a very it's a good name. Like you can see it in shining lights. It's real good.
You know, I kind of feel it. It's a conversation for probably the near to slightly longer horizon future.
No, I want to have it now.
I'm not
What?
saying right now either.
Well,
What if we
Okay,
were
fine.
the fun magic Panthers?
What if we got? I mean, I feel like our brand is really growing as a whole. You know, I feel like.
I think we need a new generation of a name.
But with this rebranding of ourselves, I feel like we have the opportunity to bring on some sponsors.
Yeah, like we just
I think when we made the Fun Panthers, it was kind of like we were a group, but we weren't like we didn't have the same understanding. I think.
That's
that we do
right.
now.
like guys.
Richie Blackmore's Rainbow up to Ryan James Dio's Dio.
Like, we were the Fun Panthers, and we started a revolution in that one
Feldar.
place.
Well,
Hold
we
on.
didn't start the
It was like
revolution.
we
were
were
sort
the
of there.
revolution. The Fun Panthers were the revolution back then, and now we're something more than that. We're like this new power generation.
Yeah, that's.
And
That's what
but I'd say if we start branding now, we have the ability to attract sponsors. So how about New Power Generation, brought to you by Delphinus Brand Motor Oil?
But we're not sponsored by the motor oil company.
Not
To
yet.
be fair,
What-
we did
what is
find a can of
motor
it
oil?
last session.
I don't know why Carver just carried this up. He shows off a can, and it looks it's shaped like a flask, but about twice as tall and twice as wide. But it's still shaped entirely like a flask. I don't know why he carried this a lot.
Well, I think your idea, Sunny. Maybe we can put the sponsored by once we're actually sponsored by something. Because if we say we're sponsored by motor oil right now, and then the Pollux Guild wants to sponsor us, they'll be like, oh no, we can't. Like they've already got a main sponsor.
That's a good point. But we should leave a big spot open for the patches on our new jackets when we get them.
Yes,
Hmm.
I love it.
For the time being, we could just say sponsored by viewers like you,
Ah, that's good.
and then
That's
replace
very
it with
good.
brand.
New Power Generation sponsored by viewers like you.
I'm here for this.
Or Fun Panthers sponsored by viewers like you. Ah?
New
I can't
Power
help but feel
Generation,
like-
formerly Fun Panthers, sponsored by viewers
Look,
like you, and
The
Delphinus
group
Brand Motor
formerly
Oil.
known as the Fun Panthers.
Oh, wait, okay.
That's
What
very
if-
good.
What if we were the new Panther generation?
Oh, it's an homage.
I kind of really
Panther
like that.
generation has
New Panther
legs.
generation.
I really
New
like
Panther
that.
generation is
It's
very
that's our
good.
name.
Byron, I feel like you have an
You're
opinion.
making a face. Are you good with this?
Oh, he's just constipated. Don't worry. Basically,
I'm just confused. I woke up. I was taking a nice little nap to sleep off my concussion, and we're talking about new Panther generations, and I was just not expecting that. And also, there's a Weaves card here. How you doing, bud? What do you think? New Power
that
generation? New
concussion
Panther
must have been
generation?
bad because he was here when you were awake.
You know, concussions causes memory loss.
We met
Those
him a
sorts of
little
things.
bit ago during the fight, Byron. This is not great.
Anyway,
I got hit in the head with a baseball bat like 4 times.
What's a baseball?
Lydia pops up and says, "Well, I think New Panther Generation's great." Tobin pops up.
Who are you?
Lydia, fuck off. Old
I
Tobin.
heard Liam. I heard Liam.
Liam
I'm
O'Brien
sorry.
pops in. Hoi, guys. No, old Tobin pipes up. Nah, I think Fun Panthers is really the way to go. It seems like you guys have an established
Oh, you
brand.
old man. Who asked you?
Damn kids with their new age fucking music. This isn't even the same voice. I can't quite get it right now.
We're trying to change the world over here, and you're in our way.
One way or the other, kid, to answer your question, we're the new Panther generation, and that's the name that we've always had, and the name we're going with here, and you don't have to worry about anything else we've said.
And I agree with that. Good point, Archuk. I was gonna say, you coming with us is fine. Whatever. But it will still be dangerous, so if you prefer to stay here, that is your other option, but I want you to come with us knowing that there might be some aspect of danger involved.
There will be an aspect of danger involved.
I
No matter
mean,
what we do,
I mean,
danger
from
finds
us.
us.
I mean, other than these two, kind of gestures to Lydia and Tobin, harassing us and killing 2 of 3? No, 2. One was a Fairlid, and the other was you guys. I was heading there anyway. I would like to not go there, but if the choice is to walk home through hell or walk with you guys through a lesser hell, well, frankly, I'm fucked anyway, so I may as well have. Are you guys good company? A better company than myself.
Might as well eat dinner if you're getting fucked anyway.
I have not had dinner in 2 days. This sounds incredible.
Yeah, and
Oh, would you
on top
would
of
you
that,
like some bread?
Red.
I also am scared of wolves. Or wait, no.
Oh. Yeah, Lydia is terrified. Oh yeah, guys. Fun trivia time.
I'm scared of abandonment.
Lydia is terrified and highly paranoid about werewolves. Artuk is utterly unfazed and kind of dismissive of horror. Kind of thinks anyone who's scared of horror stories is kind of a baby.
Specifically the death concept of horror.
totally true.
And Eric, what was Byron's?
Scared of maggots.
Oh yeah, Byron.
Byron's really scared and possibly horny because of maggots.
Because of magnets?
Oh no. But no, he kind of just.
Maggots, horny of magnets.
Yes.
Who is this?
Byron. No, Byron.
You weren't
Oh, I
here
don't
for
get
the
the
fun
time.
facts. We
The
had them.
fun fact trivia: Byron is repulsed by magnets and apparently horny for magnets.
Pulsed by magnets was a great choice of wording.
Okay. Sure.
I mean that.
Whatever comes up.
Yeah, I mean the maggots. I feel like is
It
not.
will.
I feel like the maggots is not a hard one of just like. I really don't care for that. That's probably the most normal response you could have. In fact.
What to be his king? Now I can't make it his king.
No,
Should've
because
been
you,
here for
hey,
the-
you,
here for the
hey,
thing.
you clashed against horny for maggots. You don't get to play both sides of this. We gave you the option.
Fine.
Moving on,
We should
Right.
be the new maggot generation.
Oh my
No,
god, shut
please
up.
no. Let's not do that.
We we'll
The
take
way
you.
they wriggle. Ugh.
We'll take you where you're going, or we'll take you where we're going anyway. If it's not where you want to be, we'll probably move on elsewhere from there. We can reevaluate at that point whether you've been useful enough or at least non-harming enough for us to take you away from that place too.
wait, this isn't even a guarantee you won't kill me. Oh, fuck
Oh.
me.
No, I mean, as long as you don't fucking try to stab our backs, which would be a terrible idea because we outnumber you, overpower you, and by all means are more of a threat to you than you could ever be to us.
Pretty sure even
if-
this
as long-
raccoon could kill me. It's looking
Yeah, as
at
long as
me.
you don't try to stab us in the
Why is
back.
it-
Oh,
we're
that
not gonna
raccoon
hurt
could
ya.
absolutely kill
Why is
me.
it looking at me with such intent?
We-
The only reason it's not killing you now is that one, and gestures to Kezia. So.
No, he doesn't.
We won't kill you. We'll take you where we're going. Let's get on the road, though.
Alrighty. So now having his name has been retconned to Liam because that's because I
I
fucked
also
up.
hand Liam a quarterstaff.
Can I just have my sword back? I know how to.
Oh, I
Actually,
didn't know
wait,
you had
no.
a fucking
Hold on,
weapon,
hold on.
yeah.
Wait, can I have my bow back? Carver called me
Yeah.
a pussy for using it. Can I just use a bow? I'm not good with a sword. I'm really good with a bow.
Be great because if we attack anything, you probably don't want to be near it.
Thank you. I don't know why. He just every time I tried to pull out, I can aim pretty well. Every time I tried to pull out a sword, I tried to stab.
We get it, Liam. We get it. Here's your bow.
You don't
Ryan
know
gives
what
him-
I've been through. I've been hunted the
Ryan
last
gives
week.
him 2 arrows for now.
Liam, one thing you might want to learn quickly about this group is that we seem to cut ties with people who talk too much. Is one thing I've noticed.
Good boy.
It doesn't matter to Liam.
Doesn't give a shit, just wants to get out of this alive. Alrighty though, as you guys have left the cave and you guys are kind of outside in this area. I'm gonna pop over to the world map real quick. But yeah, to give a quick frame of reference, you guys, since leaving Harry Magi, have basically been following kind of this sort of route. Your destination is here.
I thought we went the opposite way of that.
No, that would be going towards the coast.
I just...
Also, I was very clear because I knew where the correct location was, and you guys kept picking bad directions.
It's because the video is mirrored. So I saw you showed us going one way, and then you made the map go the other way. I'm sorry.
It's whatever. Listen.
Wait, what video?
Probably one of the recaps that I sent. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I did not pay that much attention to the world map vis-a-vis, but. So you guys now have a broad direction that you actually know is correct instead of just kind of walking around the wider Columbus area of Akelia. But you guys do finally you get a night's rest.
Oh, needed that
Ooh,
one.
well needed.
Oh, can I have a roll to see if I beat if I win on solitaire? Or not?
Finally.
All right. Hold on. I need you to answer me honestly, Eric. Sorry, Sonny.
Yep.
Was solitaire functionality damaged when you deactivated?
I feel like it was. I feel like you can't go through something like that and, like, maintain all your mental.
Okay, roll intelligence. You have disadvantage. Let's see. Also, are you proficient in any game games?
I am specifically proficient in solitaire.
You can add your proficiency bonus, but you have disadvantage.
All right, let's see. So intelligence with disadvantage. And
Let's
then,
see.
so 8,
Thank
9, 10,
you.
11. 11 on solitaire.
Were you playing spider solitaire or regular No, okay.
Oh.
You put yourself into an unwinnable combo, even though it's kind of weird because you have control over the deck.
Dang it.
I like to think that like what happened and the reason that he's been like deactive and like playing solitaire so long was that somehow when he got like fried, it like took one card out of every suit and just erased it from his mind, but he couldn't figure out which card it was because he would always lose before he got to all the cards in the deck, so he could never see them all at once. And so he had to play a bunch of rounds of solitaire in a row to figure out which cards were missing from the deck, and then one by one add them back in as he figured it out by process of elimination.
His debug mode is just fixing a solitaire deck.
Yep.
Oh my god, you get to level 20 and you finally add back and you realize you've been missing spades the whole time.
Damn it.
Just all of spades.
Okay. But yeah, as you guys are able to get a rest, does anyone have any kind of like scenes that they want to do before you kind of begin this new section of your journey moving towards this town?
I mean, I'm gonna keep working on my spell.
Okay.
If I'm
If you're not muted, but do you have a scene for it, or are you just gonna keep going?
I'm gonna keep going. I mean, we all know what it looks like. He holds the marble to his forehead and starts making little images of himself.
Okay.
If anyone wants to ask him about it, it can be a scene.
Hey, Byron. That's a really nice pair of shoes you've got there.
Morax
Thank you,
over
man.
in the background, just like.
I'm
Apparently.
trying to fix the thing, but yeah, he is doing that.
Thank you, man, you know?
He just has two swords in his hands, one a shadow blade and sometimes on fire, and he's just going to town on a stick. On a tree, not a stick.
Yeah, so I wanted to come over here because Morak, like,
Yes.
Morak,
Looks like he hurt himself.
Morak singed my coat.
Oh.
Well,
di-
sorry.
That's okay. Just wanted to talk about the shoes. That was it.
Thank you. You know, they got shamrocks on the back. If I can get it
Wait.
to show.
Really? Oh. That's cool.
This is the one time I'm sad I don't record the Discord camera.
You can see me fucking lift my foot above my head.
Yes. Yes, explicitly.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
Morak, after somehow burning his hand with his sword, will sit down by the fire and say, "So, Byron, are you ever going to explain the weird mobile thing you're doing?"
I mean, I started to, but then you and Lydia started to, give me shit for my magic being bullshit.
Dude, don't you fucking start. No, hold on. You don't get to fucking be angry about this. I have student loans. I have 7 years of an apprenticeship that I had to work through, and you just fucking... Go ahead. Just puts her hands up.
Magic medical school.
Yeah, Byron, you know how much bread I had to bake before I got to my level?
You know how many gods I had to piss off? Infinitely more than all of you.
Do you know how many times I had to play and lose solitaire?
to realize that I didn't have a complete deck.
Missing the fucking jack of spades.
Kathia, do you have anything to add?
No.
The number of raccoons you had to befriend before you could summon Bailey?
I mean, I could just say, do you know how many mentors I had to kill? But I feel like that'd just be dark.
I mean,
Seems
I
a
helped you
bit
kill
fucked
them.
up if
No,
you
that's
ask
kinda
me.
dumb,
I
kids,
just,
yeah.
I just use a
I mean,
glaive.
we've killed a lot of people.
Yes, you have, Zeka. Yes, you have.
No,
Let's not talk
we-
about that. That's a lot to unpack.
Wait, he's killed Kit?
What do you
Whatever,
mean?
I don't give a shit.
I thought,
Or
like,
Sock, do you
someone
have
told-
anything to add?
I mean,
Magic?
I mean, I think mine goes without saying for the most part. Y'all can see the what's the fucking word for when something dies and then becomes dirt?
Decomposes.
Thank you, decomposing body over there.
Kind of seems
Anytime,
off-brand
that's
that you don't know that word, but alright.
Hey, the common's a second language for him. You stop it, Toby.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking know the word in giant.
Listen, hey, I don't need to take this from you. I'm part of the greatest generation.
Hold up. What's the
Come
word
on.
in
You're
giant?
the new power.
The word for decomposing in giant?
Yes, I would like to learn it.
Dorkerok.
Dorkera.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thought you knew Druidic.
Druidic is not a spoken language. It's like a series of symbols.
It's like looking at flowers and going, oh yes, that one is fruit. I don't know how flower language works.
It's alright. Literally only druids do. Regardless, though, no. Furbolg heard, at least my one did, but I think most speak giant. I didn't even know common until like a couple years ago.
And now you're learning how to write it and read it.
That's really impressive, actually, Artek, because you speak it very well.
Thanks. It was a trial by fire. I had no way to communicate with all the people around me for the first time I was ever away from where I grew up, and very
Because
quickly.
of it?
What was
Wait,
that?
so they lit you on
And
fire?
they burnt you because of it?
They burnt me? Did
Do
I?
you guys know
You
how
said
You
it was
said
trial
there was
by
a
fire.
trial by fire.
Oh,
Morak, that would translate to this orcish phrase, and then she'll say that in orcish, and then she'll be like, and Zeka, you should just know that.
I honestly could have been using entirely the wrong idiom there. Idioms are like literally the most recent thing that I've been trying to learn. So if I use
call yourself.
Don't burn
Hey,
the
I'll
bridge
tell
till
you,
you
don't
own
call
it.
yourself. Don't you
It's
dare
an
ever call
idiom.
yourself.
Well, good work.
the issue right now is that I don't know whether you don't know the words in common that I'm using correctly, or I don't know them correctly, so I'm using them wrong. One of us is wrong here, and I don't know which one it
we
is.
just a great pair then?
Yeah, we shouldn't speak common together. I wish you spoke giant.
I wish you spoke Orcish so bad.
Oh man, I would love that.
What the fuck is happening right now?
We're
They're
having a
people-
moment
I'm having a
without it.
stroke now. I'm going to
Two
continue
people are
drinking
communicating
from
in their
this.
second languages.
As they gazed over each other's single spaghetti plate and lit candle.
Right. Anyway, yeah, not a first language. Sorry, decomposing. I'll remember that now.
Wait a minute, you know the word idiom, but not decomposing?
Well,
The
to
word
be fair, I
decomposing is
feel
a
like
lot longer.
Hey,
That's
did you
fair.
know that
I feel like
it's-
you're really trialing him by fire right now, Byron.
Is that right? Is that actually how that's used?
I don't know. I just learned it.
Fuck no, it isn't.
It's close, but not right.
Okay, I will lay off the idioms for a bit.
No,
Thank you.
no, you use the idiom correctly.
Like, you never have to feel
No.
that way.
The only
Oh,
way
it's
to
a-
learn idioms is trial by fire.
God damn it, Zeka, no. Zeka, that would be trial and error.
Alright, that was the one. Inspiration.
And scene.
And scene.
One day we'll learn what Byron does with his magic.
What was
I
that,
was actually
Mary?
ready to explain it, but we went into fucking
God
language
damn
studies.
it! I have so many notes that I had ready and they're fucking worthless.
David, what I said is that would be a good YouTube highlight.
Oh, that's gonna make it in.
Yeah, write down the timestamp.
Actually, I think I can. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on. That's actually gonna save me a shitload of time.
Carson, that line, that's trial and error, was gold.
Yeah, that was amazing.
There we go.
It all started with Artek saying trial by fire. That was so good.
It all
I
started
love
with
D&D.
Adam forgetting the word decomposing.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's so deep in the sauce on his character, it just comes naturally.
Oh my god.
Alrighty. Is that... Does anyone else have anything they want to do beforehand?
Oh, yeah. The
I'm
next
also
night,
wor-
we'll ask Byron how his magic works.
We'll come back to that in a couple days.
Never explained how the magic works.
It's always explained off-screen to NPCs, but never to the party.
There's that one
Yeah.
scene from Jimmy Neutron where he's explaining why he can breathe in
Yes.
space. That's what happens every time. I'm gonna find it.
Oh. Do we want him to try to explain?
No.
Okay, perfect. Let's go.
I
There's
do.
No, a big propeller, like makes the airplane like noise.
I need this explanation at some point, but we're gonna shelve it for now.
You see, the way his magic works is that he puts his arms out, and because of the way they're shaped, there's a pressure differential across the top and bottom, which generates magical lift.
That's Brunelli's law.
It is.
Oh, the Great Wizard Brunelli? As...
And Zeko will be working on his spell too, which I need to talk to you about.
Bit presumptuous, but we'll see. Alrighty.
Well, I didn't. He could work on it. It could fail.
I suppose that's fair.
Sonny is in MS Paint, trying to draw new cards for the ones that he lost.
What the fuck does a spade look like?
Okay.
So,
As...
I actually, I kind of want to do a scene.
Yep, go ahead.
Go for it.
We're up here. So I think Ode will actually go up to Byron, and she'll be like, "Oh, Byron, I know you're kind of busy with your spell. Sorry, I'm hearing an echo.
It's from Eric.
Eric.
But I was wondering if maybe you could help me because I kind of wanted to check in with Artuk and then check in with Sunny about something. But I'm just I kind of just want to make sure we're all on the same page with something. Well, honestly, with kind of like our group moving forward, and I kind of just wanted your, I don't know, like expertise.
In lying?
No, in the conversation, and because I trust.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, you can trust me, even though I just said my expertise is lying.
Ah, I heard in life, like
Oh,
an expert at life.
oh no, in lying, in deception.
Yeah, well, and I just wouldn't want someone to feel like they're kind of like I'm ganging up. Well, I don't know, like approaching them either. I don't know. I just was hoping you could accompany me.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, what are you planning on asking them about?
Well, I kind of want to ask Artuk about that moment that he had with Kezia, where he kind of like threatened her about the Archeron.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how Artuk is. He also threatened to kill me if I lost power of my magic.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, like that can be roped in too. I just like I don't ever want him to feel like he would have to kill us, and I kind of wanted to check in on him with that.
I mean, sure. I mean, I think it's just, him wanting to keep balance, and the Archeron and, well, my very existence kind of go against that. But no, yeah, sure, let's go talk about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we go find our.
You walk to the other side of camp.
We turn 90 degrees, and there he is.
Yeah.
Yep. I am.
Artog, actually, sorry, I didn't see you there. I guess you probably overheard that.
Overheard what?
Never mind.
Pretend you overheard it if you want to be perceptive Artog.
Artuk definitely, in the off moments, isn't just listening into people's conversations.
He's got a bit on his mind tonight.
That's
That's
good of him.
also very true.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about that moment where you kind of said that you would kill Kezia if the Archeron got out of control, and then I brought it up with Byron, and then Byron said like, oh yeah, you said that to me about my powers too, and I just wanted to know if almost like, are you still feeling the same way about Kezia and Byron, and just to kind of make sure I understand where you're at.
Yeah, that's you basically just hit in at one of the biggest things that's been on my mind since then too. I actually, not I did this privately, but I went to Kezia afterward and talked to her about this sort of one-on-one because, it was definitely an in-the-moment decision on my part, and I don't know that who I am now agrees 100% with all the things that I said in that moment. It was, it's been real tricky for me. Where I come from and the way I was raised is really, really different from a lot of y'all and a lot of people I've met since then, and I've learned a lot about, understanding that maybe some of the things about how I was brought up weren't 100% the right morals, or or even maybe not the right ones, but the best ones. It's been tricky for me to figure out there, because I'm sure that if you guys end up helping me and coming back to the forest I grew up in, if we ever encounter the herd, y'all need to know this anyway. But the herd I'm from are a bunch of really, really good people. Everything about them, they raised me right, and they did a lot of good by me, and they do a lot of good by the world. But they have a very firm set of beliefs, and that firm set of beliefs is absolute for them, and it's completely the reality they live with, and it's not even something that any of them thought to question. It's real simple to all of us. It's just there is a way things are supposed to be, and that's the way that keeps things from shifting way to one side or way to the other. Keeps them right in the middle where the balance is supposed to be met. And grew up my whole life learning that my whole job was to keep in any way that I could, to the best of my abilities, figure out how to find what that balance is, listen, and take my time to really hear what people are saying and learn what the balance is supposed to be, and then bring it back as close to that balance as I can. And we would do some pretty rash things when it came to restoring that balance that I realize now are really questionable at best, antagonistic at worst. Of course, I know the fucking word antagonistic, but not decomposition, but whatever. I mean, if somebody was coming in and trying to log in the forests and cut down trees and hurt the wildlife or things like that in a not sustainable way, we, plain and simple, I mean, we would try to ask them to stop, but if they didn't stop when the druids asked, the next best way to stop them is doing it the hard way. And we didn't think twice about doing it. That first group of druids that we met down when we were all meeting for the very first time that we went and dealt with, they weren't the same as us, but it wasn't too hard to believe that if a town was nearby, like Carthage was there, that was causing problems to the woods that we're supposed to protect, that we would go full out to attacking them, full out to trying to deal with it the only way we could. But regardless, those ideals were hammered into me and were entirely the way that I grew up and what I knew and learned and what I thought was right. And still, a lot of it is how I feel about the world. And while I've started to reconsider a couple of them, it's sort of a core of who I am is what I was raised with, and I'm learning a few new things now. But when something big happens, like a giant chaos dragon gets a vessel, or a Leviathan creature is being locked under the water instead of allowed to go and live with her children, or a, a, a lord of the underworld who was doing a lot of harm to people is about to be let live when he should really die for what he's done, to keep the balance straight. I have a gut reaction to want to go with, whatever seems just and right, and by the way that I was raised. And it's only on a second thought that I think about the repercussions to the people that I've, come to learn and care about, knowing, and the way they feel about it, and things beyond just the face value, what's right and wrong. And I'm trying to figure out how to be better at that. It's weird. I told Kezzy afterward that I apologize for what I said to her there, and I don't feel that it was the right thing to do there. But even after I had that conversation with her, I've still been thinking about it since, because at its core, I don't know that I wouldn't make the decision again, even though I believe that the decision was wrong.
I mean, that's an incredibly thoughtful answer.
Yeah, you asked me about the thing I've been thinking about since then, because it sort of didn't sit well with me. And it doesn't sit well with me, because I don't know. I think that I realized that some things were wrong, but I don't think I fixed them yet.
Well, I'm glad to hear you talk to Kezia, and I guess kind of the reason this was on my mind is because I think as a group, as a unit, we've kind of done some things that maybe have not been great for the world, and I think you could look at our group and decide, like, actually we've been worse for the world than we have been better, and I've kind of always viewed how good or bad we are as our intention. And really, we've never intended to do anything destructive in Kaldor, and maybe we have intended to do bad things as individuals, but really, I don't think as a group, and so I've just kind of, I don't think any one of us can dictate the morality of the group, but I kind of just want to know that we can trust each other, and that you think that, on the whole, if, say, we did a bad thing, like, I kind of think that letting that arsonist back into the world might have been a bad thing, that you wouldn't think to, I don't know, not trust us based on our actions as much as our intentions.
I absolutely, especially on giving it, time to really mull it over, wouldn't make any judgment based on that. And frankly, I know you think we've done some kind of weird and off things, and this might be, where the morals I was raised with differ from yours, but things like letting the arsonist loose, I don't want you to get the wrong impression about what I mean when I say I've got some strict morals. I think that was right. I think that we did good by letting that person back into the world, because they got locked up and they never were supposed to be. I don't think it's going to be good.
I kind of think it was bad. So
I
see, like, in that term, we can disagree on that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
And that's sort of where I'm at with this, is trying to tell you that, I don't have to agree with the decisions we made to, be okay with them. I don't have to have the same sort of stand-in on you with them. For you, what's good is sort of a new concept to me, and I'm starting to understand where you guys are coming from with what's good. For me, it's, what's natural more than what's good, and, it wasn't natural for that person to be, kept locked up like that unless they were actively harming people, and they weren't at that moment. And I don't know what they got locked up for. Maybe they were harming people, and I don't know. That was a crazy situation with it. The Leviathan was a similar thing. She was locked up. She was probably, incredibly powerful and she was obviously a predator, so she was probably harming people too, but she wasn't supposed to be locked up, so I let her free. I don't have to agree with you guys' sense of right and wrong to, think that y'all are good people for doing it. And that's the new thing I'm learning and what I'm figuring out.
Yeah, I know Aspiring kind of here for your expertise on people.
Yes, as you were saying though, Owen, no, I personally completely understand where Artok is coming from. We've discussed it in the past. That's why no matter what, I expect him to, if I ever lose control, outright kill me. Because if there's anyone that I trust with determining the balance, I trust you, Artok.
And I think the important thing to say, though, is, my opinions on the lot of y'all, and my feelings and gratefulness towards you for helping me, and honestly, the friendship that I made with all of y'all and the way I feel about you, is not going to swing one way or the other based on the balance of the things we're doing. We can tip the scales hard one way, and it's not going to tip my friendships.
Hey, I feel
But-
the exact same, Arthur.
Oh, thanks, Zucker. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll
I guess I don't have to worry about that. But
Right.
never mind, don't kill me, please. I do like being alive.
I mean, I will take corrective action to restore balance, but not corrective action that necessarily betrays my friendships. And, you know, there's a line to be crossed and a sort of border to be drawn between those two things. And that's something that I'm learning to navigate now and doing my best at.
And where is that border, as far as you can tell?
Action could be like a conversation intervention before a death intervention. Like
I
degrees
firmly
of
agree.
action.
Firmly agree.
Yeah, you
Although I am
could
curious.
literally tell me to do anything and I would do it. That's like kind of where I'm at.
Zucker,
Could you tap
Can
dance?
we this conversation?
What? Oh, big
Whenever he's
problem.
still baking bread.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Would y'all like some cookies?
absolutely.
I have some.
Is it oatmeal raisin?
No, it's shortbread. I
Oh.
know you really like the oatmeal raisin, but I think it might just be you. Because I keep making batches.
And Byron, fun fact, he's the only one that likes oatmeal raisin cookies.
No context at all. Funny. That was just inherently funny.
Hey, Will, I'm giving you inspiration.
I now have more inspiration.
I forgot I'd muted. Yeah, you have inspiration from the actual. But hold on, wait, hold on.
Pile of
You have to give up your Morak inspiration to get it, though.
I could never.
Dude, that's way better than David's inspiration.
Correct. I don't know what I could use it on, but
Oh, I don't know either.
Hold
but
on.
We'll find out
Hey,
together.
it'll become relevant.
Oh.
Zekka's
Time
just
mark.
carrying bags of like Ziploc bags full of oatmeal raisin cookies that just keep like existing and not getting eaten.
The
Zucker,
problem
it has absolutely nothing to do with your baking. I just have a weird thing with raisins.
no, it's not. I don't really like them either. Just Byron kept asking me to make them, and I was like, oh, everyone must be eating all these.
The problem is he makes a full batch, and Byron has has a respectable 2.5 cookies each time, but refuses to eat the stale ones.
Yeah, Byron keeps saying like, oh, I don't want to take away from anyone else who wants them.
Everyone loves oatmeal raisin cookies. They're the most popular. Right? Right?
That might be one of your alternate
Starlight.
timelines, Byron.
Oh. I have been dabbling an awful lot in that. Which actually, that reminds me. Artsuk, how do you feel about the fact that I'm fucking with my chaos magic?
I think it perfectly balances all the people fucking with order magic, and I'm not too worried about it unless it starts to hurt all of us. I think that you and Morak are literally perfectly balanced, and that makes our party pretty damn balanced as it stands. If one of you starts to get out of balance to the point where it starts to affect the rest of our friends or something like that, or seems to be overpowering the others' weirdness in that regard, that's when it's worrisome to me.
Alright. Well, please let me know if that ever happens.
Will do.
Well,
And I guess there's just the four of us. I had actually pulled Byron over because and she glances at Sunny, who I'm assuming looks like he's like just downloading RAM and like not engaging with the conversation at all.
his eyes are just progress bars.
He's just on free RAM downloader, and
I-
it's
I-
just
I kinda-
endlessly
I kinda want
spinning.
Sunny to be like not or look like he's not engaged. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's just kind of like staring off into the distance.
Fans are whirring
And,
so
I-
fucking loud.
I guess I was like a little unnecessarily concerned about our group, RT, but I was also a little concerned when Sunny was really happy about the idea of sending Gabriella off to work with the Skinny Walkers and like didn't really care at all that we had promised to help her or anything, and I didn't know if that was worth talking to him about because I would kind of like direct this more to Byron and Artuk. She's like, I really trust you all so much. And then I don't know if like Zeka picks up that she's like really directing that towards Artuk and Byron, but she's like, and I know I trust the whole group, and I kind of just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Like, I don't know, making sure we can be the best group possible, and like I said, with all of us having different kind of understanding of what good really is, and me being respectful of that.
Wait, what did you direct at them and not me?
That she particularly trusted them.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I love you, Will. I was just like, oh, feels particularly close to Byron and Arta.
Oh. I see.
That's even a word.
I like to picture Zeka standing there with like a plate of cookies, and
Awkwardly.
But actually,
Oh.
I'm really happy you're here, Zeka, because you definitely understand Sunny the most of any of them.
And you're here too.
Well, I have some cookies. If you want them.
No,
Sure.
I was asking you too, Zeka.
About what?
Well, about Sunny and how happy he was to send Gabriella off of the Skinny Walkers.
You did seem closest to Gabriella, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you have a little bit of a crush?
Oh, do you want a cookie?
I already took a cookie.
You just don't want it because it's not raisin.
Yes!
There are other
Raisins are
cookies.
superior.
There
I
are
would
other
take the
cookies.
cookie.
Artuk
Thank
does
you.
too.
Thank you.
Ugh.
They're not raisin.
No, they're shortbread. I
Ooh,
was taught
buttery.
how to make them by this lady named Lorna Dune in my old village.
So, about what I asked.
What did you ask me?
Oh my god.
She's saying that Sunny was real happy and ready to let Gabriella go to the Skinny Walkers right after we saved her there, and that was a little bit worrisome considering we went through all the effort of saving them, and he was just sort of like, all right.
Oh, I understand now. Yeah.
It was definitely worrisome, but I think he got a little bit too into character with, Johnny Brass Knuckles.
Yeah.
He's
that
definitely a method actor.
I definitely wasn't super about that. But she didn't get sent to the Skinny Walkers, right? She got sent to like.
No. We sent her off with
She's going to Morak's home, if I remember correctly.
yeah, along with Ernolith and Joro.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was just making because that's what I thought that happened, but I think I just got really confused. There was a lot of talk of like raisins and cookies and shit.
It's just Will talking about raisins.
I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Will? Yes, it did make me uncomfortable.
Sure.
While we're talking about philosophies and stuff, I'm very much in Mark's boat of like, I don't know, I just care about the people that I care about, and everyone else is like, I'll give you a chance, and if you're cool, I'll like you, and if not, like, well, cool, you know.
How was that?
If you don't get along, you know.
Sure.
And I feel like I had a connection with Gabrielle, so I feel like the idea of her going to the Skinny Walkers definitely would not be safe based off of our previous interactions. No, I was not very happy about that. But
I think we made the right decision with what we did.
oh, absolutely, I do believe so, and I'm hoping that Sunny has kind of through his updates and games and solitaries maybe reflected a bit on it, but I didn't want to bring it up again. I figure it might just be a one-time thing. We made it pretty clear that we weren't comfortable with it, and hopefully he'll come around, you know.
And to be
And
fair,
if there's
it's,
anything... Oh,
I was just gonna say, to be fair, it's not really a persistent pattern or anything like that. But I agree that thing with Sunny was a little off for that one, but he's generally pretty on the page with us.
generally.
Yeah,
And with this group, I always have faith that we'll be able to reach the right conclusions, for the most part, because we have so many differing points of view. They all kind of, like Artuk has said, they kind of end up balancing out and ensuring that we make the right decision. And I feel confident about that with our group. We have good checks and balances.
I completely agree. That's there's a reason that there's a lot of things out in nature. It's not just one wolf in a pack. It's not just one tree in a forest. It's not just Oh shit! Sorry about that. Didn't mean to trigger you.
Wait, higher than wolves.
It's not just one coyote in a pack.
Wait, those are like little
those
wolves.
cuddly things.
You see Lydia, on you saying that, starts kind of patrolling around the camp, like her little under the thing barrel, like just kind of scanning the horizon.
And I guess this is sort of honestly, kind of a point to you too, Ode, is, it's really reasonable that you worry about, if one of us has an opinion that notably differs from everybody else from time to time. It's worth looking into and thinking over. But at the same time, Byron's point's really good too here in saying that, the power of, what we've got going here with this group of folks is that we can have moments where we don't all agree and one person has a very different opinion, but on the whole, we make the right choice when we all put our heads together. And that sort of balances out any of our particular quirks or strange values or anything like that.
Yeah, thanks for talking that over with me, guys.
Absolutely.
Um,
We're always here. Quite
I
literally.
don't have much else to say, unless you guys want to keep riffing about Brad. But then, Eric, was Sunny conscious but quiet for that conversation?
I don't know. He was pretty into making these sweet ass cards. I think he was not. I think he was very involved in making these cards. Because he'll come out of it now though. He's like,
Wait, are you actually MS painting some playing cards right now?
Yes.
you hear a little printer. Check out these sweet cards I made to replace the ones I lost.
It's on one of
Wait,
Ode's
aren't the
napkins. It's
cards
not her good
logged in your
paper.
memory?
Well, that's why I printed them out for you.
All right.
You know what? That's valid. All right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get to bed. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Do we?
I'll take first watch.
Oh, yeah, I guess watches are important.
I'll take first watch also. I got to give these bad boys a try.
Nice.
Oh, and
I'll
Eric, I
take
still
second.
didn't mean to shut you down out of being in that conversation. I just knew Sunny has a history of eavesdropping to learn how the group feels about him, so I didn't know if you wanted that opportunity.
Oh, as far as you know, no.
Fair enough.
I'm really proud of the 9 of diamonds, guys.
Alrighty, who takes first watch?
Me.
Sunny.
Okay. Pretty predictable, actually. Pretty predictable pairing there. Okay, I want you guys to just make some perception checks for me. One each.
So the thing with solitaire, Zeka, the thing is, you can stack cards in like suits, but they have to increment one at a time, okay?
Uh-huh.
So you
Sunny
see if
with
you're-
disadvantage.
Oh shit.
Did I roll out? Yeah.
Can I use my Morak inspiration?
I'm asleep, Bilba.
Yeah, unfortunately, Morak's asleep.
Damn it. Alright.
He just really gets sucked into this conversation. It's just,
10.
yeah. Hey, that conversation, it's really sucking you and Zeka in.
So the
As,
thing is, if you're missing any of the cards, you can't actually win the game. I mean, because you'll get to the end, and there'll always be the point stopping you. But you don't really find that out until you know which cards you're missing.
That okay. Okay. Can I play?
Okay, well, how about I just describe the cards that I see, and then you can tell me what to do. It'll be like we're a team.
Yeah.
Like 2-player solitaire. Okay, so I'm going to draw the cards. Okay, it's the Ace of Spades, the 7 of Diamonds, and the 9 of Hearts. Okay?
Okay, I'll play the Ace of Spades.
I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
I also
Uh-oh.
have a passive perception of 22. I don't know if that does anything, but
I don't think that would apply to this.
So do I get to keep that 20, David?
I mean, if it's the first one, I don't know why you have so many, why you always are on disadvantage, but
Because last session I had a level of exhaustion.
that's
But you
very
slept.
fair. Kezzy, I need a wisdom save from you.
Yeah, I can
need to
never
keep an
find
eye on my
my
pocket.
freaking stats.
We rolled well, folks. Minus
We
4,
did.
I'm sorry.
Can I give him more hack?
I want to see what happens.
No, I'm hanging on to it.
He's the one person who gets to figure it
Oh
out.
my gosh, that's what Morak inspiration is. You can give it 2 more.
That's just the
That's
normal
right.
inspiration with more limitations.
Morak, what is a... what would be the best way to phrase this?
Ooh, who's streaming?
What is a fond memory that Morak has?
God.
Farming with his mother.
Okay. As you all fall asleep, Zeka and Sunny, the two of you are trying to stand watch, but honestly, you're just too involved. Wait, I didn't need Sunny to roll for this. He doesn't sleep. All right, Sunny, you're hyper focused on solitaire.
That's what I'm streaming right now, baby.
But everyone else, you just hear this faint lyrical music kind of just permeate throughout all of your dreams. Like, almost, even Zeka, you're not quite aware of it in the sense that you could do anything about it, but as you kind of just feel this kind of lull of sleepy energy kind of go over you, you all hear this faint lyrical nature to it, and just these harmonizing voices. All of you feel just this benevolent energy wash over you as you just, these fond memories just surface for all of you. Whether it's just playing whether it's the first time, Zeka, you baked a piece of bread, or just as you were beginning to master kind of your time in the Cobalt Soul, or weaving with your mother for that matter. Just general fond memories just bubble to the surface. And Morak, yours with just some time spent farming with your mother. And as night turns to day, you awaken and just feel this emptiness pass over you. For some reason, that memory is hanging in your mind, but no part of it, you can't quite, none of it can be quite like parsed to you. You know that that you spent a lot of time farming with your mother, but any kind of specific memory, the smell, how the flowers or how the plant life looked, it just escapes you, as you're very aware of just this void in your memory, but you can't kind of find any details to reconnect it. But other than that, kind of day resumes, and Mark, you're kind of just filled with this kind of frustration as that kind of thought occupies your mind. Everyone else, you just kind of have a restful sleep. I'd like everyone to just take a D4 of temp HP. You guys can roll that among yourselves, as you just feel very well rested by the night. But yeah, night rolls into day, and you see Tobin having finally gotten in his rest, since it's been it hasn't even been 24 hours since the Great Worm debacle of 2021. Alright, people. Now, yesterday wasn't ideal, looks at Artuk, but I'm feeling pretty good. Now, unfortunately, we still don't have a direction, and who the fuck is this kid? Who is he? Why is he here?
We're taking care of him for a bit. He don't deserve to die, and that's the only way he's not gonna.
You know what? That is a terrible answer. That is a very shitty answer. But I'm still being paid to do a job, so I'm going to just roll past this. Hey, Lydia, you okay with this? Yeah? Okay, she's paying me, so that kind of makes this pretty simple.
Do you want, like, a little extra money since you're dealing with all our bullshit?
Okay, wait. Let's
I
not
would
be
love
hasty.
some extra money for dealing with your bullshit, yes. I'm not paying
Byron
him
will
for that.
pull out 15 gold. Is he okay with that?
This
You-
economy.
Do you hand it to him?
Yep.
Pockets it? Cool. Alright, let's get moving.
I
Alright.
just feel bad, you know? And I had more money than I expected. Oh, by the way, do you take Electrum?
I'm not. Alright, yeah, alright. I'm not going to gamble in Leon anytime soon, alright? Save that for then. I don't engage in that particular.
Alright, because I have not found any use for my 33 Electrum.
Wait, you just have that? Where did you fucking find? You know what? I don't give a shit. You guys will find your way there eventually.
That's the equivalent of saying, like, do you take Chuck E. Cheese tokens?
No, because at least
You take
Electrum real
Cole's
money.
cash?
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese tokens are real money and Chuck E. Cheese.
You're paying
More like-
him in Microsoft points. They are valuable, but only in a very niche, inconsistent way.
It's like it's almost more like paying like $2 bills and 50-cent pieces only.
Oh, hey, you mean like getting 11 50-cent
Yep.
coins at once? Yeah, hold on. I suddenly empathize with Byron.
I don't even know where the fuck I got all of it. I think all of them were jokes from you, David.
Hey, I promise you, I never legitimately put Electrum in the loot pool. Alright. But you guys are
Sorry, I
going...
was muted. I was gonna say, yeah, you did. I'm pretty sure it was from like the dragon, right?
I think every time I put it in there, I do it as a little joke to myself.
Okay.
Good luck finding someone who'll take it.
Apparently we need to go to Leon.
But you guys move on and... What the fuck? Who did this? Who did this?
What did this happen?
What happened?
It's just the sky now.
But what is
Oh, nice.
it?
It was a
Great.
floating moon.
Oh, wait a minute. This was Will. I remember this.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get rid of the moon.
As you guys kind of
I do.
continue on your way, you guys, with the guidance of Tobin, a map provided for by Liam, and just your general... It's not going to be a terribly difficult journey there. You guys did strictly go the wrong direction for a while, so it's going to take a couple of days, but you're going to be able to start making your way, at least generally, towards the town of Batro, which you were directed to by the map and Liam. One second, I need to find... There that is. I would like us all to enter into a skill challenge. Okay, there's still an initiative order for me, so let me just fix that. Let me just clear everyone out. I'd like you guys to roll initiative as you guys are going to enter into a skill challenge, and the goal is to reach Batro as quickly as you can. It's going to take place over the course of several days, probably over a week or more, depending on how you roll, to be honest.
Don't know why I said it like that, but...
Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone to put a token on the field, or can we just roll it?
If you want it to be matched to your token, you have to put it on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we missing someone? Kezia.
Me.
also so hot.
Huh. Weird, I can't see Kezia. Whatever, we know Kezia's 16. She'll go out before Sunny. Okay. Ode, how would you like to start the journey? Your goal is to reach Botro where the Weavescarred ruins are. Well, where the Weavescarred are investigating ruins, anyway.
David, I'll be honest. A lot of your skill challenges are based on how we travel as skill challenges. So
Yep.
There's only so many ways that I can say Ode uses, like, scouts ahead, or like, maybe climbs to the top of the tree.
I'm aware, Mary. I'm aware. Covering time in D&D is, it's a little rough.
I mean, that's a little bit more useful than trying to persuade the rock not to be in our way.
Don't you dare steal my thing, Carson.
Can I actually use my tailor's tools? Because Ode realizes that we've never updated our outfits since we were in the mountains, when Ode like added a bunch of furs and like lengths to our pants to keep us warm. And she realizes during the day, like maybe the sun's beating down one day, and she's like, "Oh shit! I need to take off all the fur off your clothes."
I love it, absolutely.
While sweating buckets.
Alright.
Wait,
Yeah.
Mary, can you also roll a? How many people are in our party? 8?
7.
7. Can you roll a?
Count Liam and Tobin.
No, just do us. Roll a d6, and everyone should pick a number to see who doesn't get finished in time, so they're swayed.
Okay.
I'll be 4.
I'll be 1.
6.
3.
5.
Will is
Zekka's 2. Okay. Oh no.
Zeka's all
Where's Zeka?
sweaty.
I think Ode, like, since she gave him that blanket to cover up his legs that one time, she like is like, oh well, if I adjusted his clothes, he might take it as like I didn't put like as much care and love into his blanket. So she actually purposely like doesn't adjust his clothes. She's worried he's sensitive.
Oh.
He's just walking around with his Jinko jeans, but they're like fleece-lined Jinko
It's
jeans.
just,
So
it's just, yeah, Zeka, it's not like unbearable, but you do just, every now and again it's like, huh, it's noon.
Wait.
Like, huh, kind of weird that she took the fleece off the other outfits, but yeah, it's a nice blanket. It's fine. Yeah, I appreciate the gift.
So, wait, is Sunny's outfit getting adjusted?
Wait, that's a great point.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
He's got his poncho and his hat that he still has. I think that's the only clothes he has, actually. Yeah, I've got
No,
a
you
white
got
hat
a
and a
really
tan.
weird. Didn't you get like a full leather garb at one point?
Oh yeah, I've got very nice clothes. I forget where I got them, but they are in my
Yeah, you-
inventory.
You think you became a leather daddy?
And Sunny is wearing those and the poncho and the hat right now. He's decked out.
Incredible news. Incredible. But yeah.
He sews all of the fur to Sunny so that no one has to carry it.
He's got like furry chaps on.
That's such an upsetting sentence. It's so upsetting. God, I'm pale. Artuk.
Right. You know,
Hold on. Ode, you successfully remove the fleece. Please add lots of fleece to your inventory whenever you get the chance.
Lots
Yeah.
of fleece.
I just sent what Sunny's wearing on his chaps.
Artuk. Yeah, you guys are continuing on the way. There's a very fair part of the first day of Ode stopping the party to make arrangements on clothing.
I have like things that I could do that I've done in the past for these that would be good. Like obviously Artuk is good at, you know, perceiving things and scouting ahead and survival and things like that. But just to like flavor things a little differently, because I kind of like what Mary was going for there. It like this area is sort of just expansive and untamed, and honestly, like, you know, as crazy and wild as it is, also like has a a nice naturalness to it in that sort of a way. Even as unnatural as it is, it kind of creates its own nature here. I was thinking that maybe just because I'm out here and traversing it anyway, as we go along, I might just try to leave like druidic symbols, trying to leave hints and helpful, practices. It's a druidic practice in general that like the herd and people have done, that just like to leave a trail for each other so the next druid to come through at least has a heads up. And I don't know if it really helps the party any necessarily, or maybe it does because I'm being extra mindful or in some small way like that. But I think it would just be cool to try to note things as I go, keep track of what's going on, and leave some sort of trail.
For sure.
I don't know if it would just be like, general wisdom or like a proficiency with wisdom sort of thing as I'm doing that, or what it would be, but
I think just a straight wisdom check. Nothing beyond that, because it's less. You're not activating a skill. You're more being mindful of yourself.
Sure. It's just 11.
You know how in Dark Souls you can leave like the tokens that are just, and that sometimes people just leave worthless stuff? You basically leave time for crab behind.
Time for crab.
But here's the thing. You do it right before what you're pretty sure is one of the hill crabs. As you pass by, it is just a hill.
So I leave mildly misleading, but the best I could do messages. Maybe this is just Artuk doing something for Artuk thing, but it makes him feel more like a druid.
Fair enough. Here, one second. I'm going to turn on my lights.
Yo, he wasn't lying.
Much better. All right, I feel way less like a ghost now. All right, Sonny.
Yeah, first of all, Sunny is going to complete Solitaire and win this game.
Oh, are you actually in your stream?
Look at it go!
Oh shit!
Sonny, you get one solitaire inspiration.
Hell yeah! Oh, look at him jump. You see his
Well,
eyes
you're
kind of
playing
like.
on fucking easy.
Yeah, okay. Shut the fuck up. Mister, you don't even know what Solitaire is, probably. Anyway, after that, you hear him. Sonny's just kind of walking in the back of the line, and you hear him go like, "Yes!" And you don't see anything different or anything change about him, but he's very excited. After that, you said we're traveling for multiple days, right?
Yeah, just over the course of several days. This is a lot more of, you guys are going to get there in the end. It's more about what you guys are doing along the way to kind of set yourselves up.
Yeah, I want to use investigation, if I can, to just kind of scope out the area, kind of look for signs of animals and stuff, and use that to try to find, like, safe places for us to sleep along the way.
Okay. Yeah, go.
Places outside of, kind of animal trails and, away from, kind of stuff that would interrupt us.
Go ahead. You find on the way there, Artuk's taking the lead, so a little after his roll, you do find a small symbol, and you don't speak Druidic, but you see a small drawing of a crab, and you sense that time for crab is near, so you have, and remembering the hill crabs nearby, you have to get out of here fast.
Be careful. There could be. I have a feeling that there is a big hill crab nearby. We gotta push through the night. We gotta keep going. We can't stop here.
Your paranoia only fuels Artux as you guys pass by what probably was just a hill, but maybe it was a hill crab. Two of you seem to believe it was.
Sonny's gonna have a fear of hill crabs.
Fear of hill
Where
crabs and
hills?
getting DDoSed.
You get doxed.
Yo, where in initiative are Lydia, Tobin, and the boy, Liam?
Or I'll give one of them a slot at the end.
We also can assume that Liam will fail.
Liam will fail. Tobin is enabling this to succeed, and Lydia's vibing. Morak, you're up, though.
Actually, no.
Oh, wait, you're right. Sorry, Kezia. It isn't on the... There it is.
It's all the way at the bottom.
Don't know why that got messed up. Kezia.
Don't know. I don't know. I also pushed it because I still have no clue. So what I wanted to do is actually kind of lead misleading trails though, in case any remaining Leaf Starter in the general vicinity, occasionally dart off from the rest of the group and leave a trail and then come back. But what I want to do is I want to actually take Zeka with me for like the purposes of like teaching him to like sneak during these times. I don't actually think I want to roll sneak as this check.
Okay.
I would love to if I can get away with it. However, my main action that I'd like to do to help the party is to just make confusing trails. And I honestly don't know what kind of skill that would be.
I would probably call that deception, but I'll let you use dexterity for it. Since it's more about leaving... Well, no, I would say dexterity since it's leaving a misleading trail.
Sleight of feet?
Nope.
So I can use dex?
Yeah, dex, but with, Yeah, just use dex for this.
I'm gonna go use the rest.
No! I get lost on the way back with Zeka.
Kezia,
Oh my god.
you find a hill nearby after splitting off from the group, and you arrange a series of rocks to resemble the eyes of the hill crab you encountered. Somewhere else in the world, you see both Sunny and Artuk notice those eyes and completely misread your intention, as your trifecta has utterly cost the party several days, as you're all over half the party is now terrified of hill crabs or has misled the party into believing there are hill crabs nearby.
Yikes.
Oh my god.
As you guys are now taking crab rave indeed, as you guys are getting wildly off trail now. Morak, any non-crab related attempts?
Well, because of all of the paranoia and problems been occurring, Morak wants to boost morale a little bit. And looking at my character traits and everything, I realize that I have proficiency in the game of dice. Now, I am taking liberties of this, and one night I will go over to Byron and say, "Hey Byron, do you still have that bottle of gin that you got a few months back?
Which bottle of gin? You mean gin with the
The one that
G,
we
or-
drink and not the weird one with the blue man.
Oh yeah, I still have that.
Can I borrow that for a second?"
Absolutely. Here you are.
Okay, thank you. Put it on a nice rock that we could use as a table, that I'm assuming we're using as the table.
Okay.
Go over to Tobin and ask, "Hey Tobin, do you have some of those mugs that we used a little bit ago? Could I borrow some of those?"
Sure thing. He hands you one that says "Have a sunny day" on it.
Okay, well, I want all of them, but...
He hands you another one that says "Live, Laugh, Love" on it.
Okay, I then go behind him with all the novelty mugs, and I grab all of them, and put them on our table, and arrange them. I'm like, "Okay, everybody, gather around. This is a game that Orcish military play all the time. It's called Beer Dice. Now, we don't have beer, but we do have gin. So I hope you all like tasting pine trees. Because we're playing this tonight, because we have been in these wastelands for who knows how long. I don't know what day it is anymore, and I want to do something fun. And I'm going to teach everyone beer dice, and we're going to have a great time and get a little drunk."
A little? It's gin. We're gonna get fucking hammered.
I think Sunny doesn't understand the concept of this at all.
One has a magnet.
It's an
in it.
Orcish military game. You wouldn't understand.
He's just the whole time he's like thoroughly confused, and he's always like making the wrong moves, doing the wrong. I think he's just really bad at it, but he doesn't understand why.
Aw.
Okay. I like this. I like this a lot.
He should arguably be the best at it because he can't get drunk.
Morak, pick one other person. You both are gonna roll a d20, and that's gonna be who the other team lead is. We're gonna see who wins this game.
I will choose Ode. No, actually, I'll choose Ode.
About to play rollies.
Exactly. Ode versus Morak, just a straight d20.
I have proficiency in this.
Fair enough.
All right, go ahead. Fine, take your secrets.
What attribute would you say this is?
God.
I would say just roll plus your proficiency.
Yeah, just
Well, for me, I get proficiency.
yeah. I'll
You
say
don't get
he can add proficiency. I don't know what stat this is, cause
That's not how that works.
You forgot the slash.
This is the longest.
Morax like
Morak is
really
just
thinking- he's,
really-
like,
Ah, no!
Ah!
Yeah, he was really
wow.
dialing it in for no good reason.
That's beginner's luck, and you know it.
Morak, I'm from Thortis. I played this game.
I
there
I wasn't born there. But...
wasn't a lot to do on weekends.
It's been a while since I played. Okay, it's just. Oh. It's just, I feel. Do you ever have something that you feel like is a part of your character, and it's the one time you're using it, and it's probably never gonna come up again, and you didn't
you
do
know who
well.
would be naturally great at this game though is definitely Kezia.
That's why I put her on my team, and somehow we both lost.
You realize that Kezia is not paying attention at all. She's like,
I
trying
came
to
in.
pickpocket Tobin.
I came in like really just like I walked away in the middle of this entire thing. No clue what's going on.
I
You're
picked
playing-
Sunny and Kezia because I thought with his retinal scanner he could do this well. He doesn't understand what a dice is. It's been going on for 40 minutes.
As Byron gets drunker, the better he gets.
Where are the suits? Which suits are the dice? Where's the king of
It's not suits, it's just dice. Oh my.
You're trying to stack them up in order of numbers?
Why would you put a little suit on a piece of plastic?
Y'all know?
Because
Did
he's
y'all-
a jack! He's a jack!
It's okay. Just pet Bailey. Just pet Bailey.
I'm just learning common, but y'all know that if there's only one of them, it's called a die.
Die, you say?
I just
Now
Okay,
I'm on
okay,
board.
we don't need to start smack talking here, Autuck. I don't know why.
Oh,
come
that
on,
could
this
come
is a
across as
friendly
that. I was
game.
just pointing out it was funny.
It's funny because we
That
kill a
is
lot of
funny.
people.
Right, the silence is deafening here.
Right,
Alright,
it-
that was a good one.
Awesome idiom.
Byron, where do I throw it?
Who the fuck let the child drink?
Yeah, of course he has. That's how you play this game, Kezia.
I'm
I-
very.
No, I know.
Oh no.
I think
Oh no.
I've been drinking a lot too.
Okay, so I've determined that Morak's turn is great for morale, bad for us getting an early start in the morning.
Yes, we do have a slow start.
Wait, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm going to just call that a success because that was really funny. Byron, go ahead.
Oh fuck. Morak just raised morale. That's what he was gonna do.
Well, you can do it in a different way. We're allowed to be
Fair.
happy for more than one.
I honestly,
No,
none of this has mattered. The only successful thing has been Morak playing beer dice and Ode removing fur from outfits. Do not worry about having this make sense.
Okay. On the days when the beer dice high has been lowering, people are getting more and more frustrated. Everyone is seeing hill crabs on every horizon. Final. Break out the story of
That
Gus.
was your roll.
And he will stand beside the fire and he will tell the story. A great and famous story from the Empire of a horse that, with its remarkable kicking ability, was able to salvage an old Empire yeet ball football team and help the team beat the rivals, who were a bunch of crooks. And no, they weren't orcish, Morak. And he will just tell that story, and he will act like a horse throughout it to make people laugh.
Ode is so interested. She's like, and there was nothing in the rule book about a horse playing on the team.
You know, that was a major point. The crooks actually tried to bring that up, but whenever you look close enough in the fine lines, there are no rules against horses specifically.
Oh wow.
All other animals are outlawed, but horses are not.
After
There's
the
actually a
instance
list
of
thousands
the dog.
animals.
I forgot horses.
Sonny,
Mistletoe all over again.
Sonny, first of all, Byron, Good work, just good work. That was great. But Sonny, you know how you feel about horses. I need you to make a wisdom save.
He
Oh my
knows
gosh,
this
he's
story.
prancing around like a horse.
Oh fuck! Iris being a horse girl.
You didn't disguise yourself to look like a horse at all, did you?
No.
Natural 1.
Oh, there are definitely minor illusions of horses dancing around though and kicking field goals.
Oh, it thinks back to the conversation about how Sunny hasn't shown any patterns of violence, so we don't need to research.
Sonny? Go
A
ahead.
minor illusion of a horse prancing around Byron's head, kicking field goals.
Yeah, Sunny blasted. You just like full on like Manchurian Candidate, like he snaps up vertical. It's like he just blasts a minor illusion.
Oh, fuck me! Sonny, what the fuck?
And you know, he kind of shakes it. Like his eyes go like red, and it like goes back green. He's like,
Sonny, you
Right.
you remember why you hate horses.
He was on the other team of Gus.
He identified strongly with the crooks. He thought it was bullshit that a horse could play whatever sport you said. And he cannot stand it. He could
because
not.
it's not in the rules, doesn't make it legal.
Ode tries to make eye contact with Byron after this, but like he's too busy getting back into the moment.
He's feeling his hair like, fuck. Okay, no, I still have it.
Don't worry,
Oh,
I
More
know that's
ankle,
the size
like,
of my shots.
Morak will lean over to Artuk and be like, and all these people were angry at me when I was like, oh, we shouldn't trust him.
There seems to be more and more evidence suggesting that you might have been in the right.
Tell me about it.
Sony, would it be
People
better
only
if
get
I
scared
make
of him
Gus
when
a
you're at the
pony?
other end of the cannon.
Sorry, what was that? What was that, Ken?
Would it make it better if Gus was a pony?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Wait, can you differentiate whenever it's this big?
Does he make one?
Yes, in the palm of his hand, and he makes it a pony. Oh, fuck.
Like eyes go red. All right. Yeah, I can tell the difference.
I just don't care.
For the sake of this, let's make Gus into a golden retriever, and we'll name him Bud.
Wait, but were there rules against golden retrievers?
Fuck, you're right. There were. After the great heir of Dub. He was just too damn good, so they had to kick off golden retriever specifically.
I liked it when Dub's children helped Santa Claus.
That one was good. I was good. No, fuck, I need to add that to my rotation.
That's the only one that translated to Orcish very well.
The Tuskbanes were kind of infamous for going to the best Christmas plays, but not going to plays year-round.
They were a
It was
patron of the
Santa
arts
Claus.
one time a year.
It was the year that Grumsh would come to everyone's huts and give them weapons.
Oh,
And if you were bad, you would get a rusty weapon.
What is this game?
I'm
Incredible,
discovering new
Mary.
lore
It's
that I very
incredible.
much enjoy.
in the old Empire areas, we'd get oatmeal raisin cookies if we were good, and chocolate chip cookies if we were bad.
Hey,
You know
Eric.
that-
Hey,
you
hold
know,
on.
It makes sense that you guys all fell.
Hey, Eric. Eric Miko. I was wrong. The Empire is evil. That comment alone.
Well, Empire Christmas is just German Christmas, which is a fear-based holiday. Where,
Oh my God! Just
where
Krampus.
Krampus shows up, and if you're a bad kid, you will get beaten with a stick. And if you're a good kid, you get to hide in your closet, and you get one hazelnut.
What a great cultural exchange.
We're all learning something today.
Ooh. Okay.
Zeka, you want to follow that up? Cause I sure don't.
Wait, was that a success or no?
I rolled a 15.
It was what it was. That is how I'll phrase it. I don't think we can quantify that on a binary scale. I think some stuff happened and we just have to live with it, good and bad.
Wow, 2021. That's how long it takes for David's game to be non-binary.
Let me make a note here.
Love wins. Love wins. I'm the same one.
Sunny.
So are we still with the skill challenge?
Zeka, if you want to bring it, if you have something, then you can do it.
I need to
Okay,
add two
we,
new
You
we
don't
had a
need
high
to.
of morale. We had a very high of morale. Then we all got hungover. Then Byron told a story, but then Sunny started trying to kill Byron.
Basically, you guys are all feeling good about each other, but feeling a little trepidation towards Sunny collectively.
And
Not Zek.
immense fear of sand crabs.
Immense. You have an abundance of fear of hill crabs. So much fear.
Okay. I mean, what I was gonna, it's just, I feel like comparatively, it just seems so dumb now.
It seems dumb compared to that.
I was gonna use an herbalism check to try and make a hangover potion cure after the game.
I like that.
I like that Zeka's just doing this, and that's why he's like doing this. It's like, oh, these guys will really appreciate it. Outside, you just see Sunny popping off, and Zeka's just like, it's like he's got headphones and he's just completely oblivious to Sunny just going ape out there.
No, I think it's more that like Zeka this is his first hangover that he's ever experienced, and it's so bad that he will stop at nothing to get rid of it. And as a result, he's literally ignoring everything in lieu of just finding the Pedialyte cure.
We snapped.
Oh my god, is Zucker gonna invent Pedialyte?
That depends on the role.
Let's see.
Yeah, within this.
Ono Carey did a hangover cure where they looked into the ingredients and it was just painkillers and caffeine put into a pill. And it was advertised as like best hangover cure.
Well,
It's like they were like, yeah, there. It would help a hangover.
They
Zeka,
weren't wrong.
I mean, pretty good.
26.
Zeka, do you use your Morak inspiration?
Fuck it, yeah, sure.
Okay. I want you to add a D10. And then a
Holy
little more, and then a
shit.
little Morak smile of approval.
Yeah. Little toothy
Let's
smile.
Let's go, baby. Nearly impossible DC.
Zeka,
Invents both caffeine and painkillers.
No, I invented Pedialyte, baby.
Zeka, long have you studied, and long have you journeyed across these wastes in these, 3.5 weeks, and they have been rough, baby. You've been trying to find plants and stuff, you found that one weird brain coral. You've been pushed to your limits. This brain coral, this is your last shot. You swear your head's gonna rip itself open. What? And as you begin to try to synthesize this, what does this look like as you invent Fantasy Pedialyte?
Okay. Oh man. I think I take the brain coral, and I've been trying to bake it into stuff, but it keeps just not working, and it keeps on just making it fall apart and stuff. And at one point, I'm just like, I'm tired of this, and he throws it against the wall, and it turns out that for some reason, if you throw coral fast enough, it just completely pulverizes into powder. And then he'll and he holds up the powder, and he tastes it, and he knows that he's found something, and he starts mixing in raspberry flavoring and sugar and all this stuff, and he makes Fantasy Kool-Aid Pedialyte.
I love the idea that this Fantasy Pedialyte has an origin not one-to-one, but not dissimilar from penicillin in this world. It was just a total accident.
I almost made a comment about you're messing with some of them and trying to bake a cure, and all of a sudden just by chance one of Artuk's spores floats into the dish.
Oh. So Fantasy Penicillin Pedialyte?
But I like yours better.
Penicillin light.
Well, maybe that could be the next thing I invent is penicillin.
You went from Pedialyte to penicillin, and everyone agrees he dropped down.
You're all going, penicillite or penicillite, but you could also do penicillin.
Oh, penicillin. Perfect.
We're trying not to get demonetized.
Oh no, Ross and Carrie are never going to sponsor this. Abbott still might, though.
Abbott will sponsor this.
Oh my god.
This message brought to you by Pedialyte.
Alright,
get hungover.
one final thing, Zeka.
Yes.
Who do you give the first taste to?
Me.
You feel... You feel the infinite power of the Pedialyte coursing through your system for about 15 minutes, and then your headache fades.
Oh, I did it. I did it.
You're so hydrated.
I fixed it. Who wants to have their hungover fixed?
The
Me.
hungover.
Me. I give out the Pedialyte, and everyone's hangover is cured, and it's a success, I think.
Oh, Zeka, I need you to gather whatever the fuck you use to make this, as much of it as physically possible. This could make so much money. I feel like you could sell like a little box of like 12 of them for like 10 fucking bucks.
Really?
Oh, think bigger. I think it's like $87 for 2 liters of it.
You know, I think you're right. No, we got great merchandising opportunities here.
I like that this episode has been about you guys finding sponsors and now creating merchandising content.
Yeah, hey David, we don't really want to do the Save the World thing anymore.
That's fine. You guys' Save the World was entirely opt-in. You guys can just go to Leon and gamble and sell Pedialyte.
We just turn this game
Get rich.
into like fantasy, like amusement park tycoon or whatever. We're just buying, or fantasy sim, and we're just buying like taverns and making more money.
Sunny just becomes a vlogger.
Yeah, hey, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe for this next week's episode of, it's just a live stream of our
Fun
adventures.
Panthers.
New Panther generation.
Welcome to Survivor, man.
That would actually be a great campaign. Like, if you're just a team of like business students trying to make your company like come to life, and all your missions are like finding things that you can add to your company. That would actually be awesome.
That's pretty good.
Like, we need more brain coral. There's a deposit of it in this dark cave. Like, oh, let's go in the dark cave.
We need to get some investors.
Okay.
So we need to do
Hey,
some
David.
political intrigue.
Hey David, through all of our successes and failure, did we find the place yet?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are about 2 days out. Okay, no, here's the thing. The very first day, you guys remember distinctly. Kezia planted those weird, Zeka planted those weird rocks and scared the shit out of Byron, Sunny, and Artuk into believing not Byron. Artuk and Sunny into believing that there were hill crabs about. That night was so stressful that Morak, in an attempt to bring up the party's mood, decided a game of beer dice. And then, 6 days pass, and you guys suddenly wake up. You guys all are black.
It turns out that the Pedialyte was also like a major hallucinogen, and we just lost 6 days collectively.
You guys
Can't
are.
believe our crabs.
You guys are Okay, yeah, no. You guys all wake up it will later be revealed it was about a week later. But you guys are just on the ground in a makeshift camp, and you just see Tobin, Lydia, and Liam just looking over you guys, checking in, little cups of water nearby, you think they're gonna be okay? Sonny, you've had a magnet fixed to your forehead for a few days now.
He just looked around and saw everybody else absolutely wigging out, and he's like, well, I guess I might as well.
Yeah, you just see your assembled NPCs kind of looking at you guys, a little worried, like a little concerned, not just for your health in the moment, but for like, is this a cry for help? Do you guys need someone? Like you.
Problem.
This,
Okay, David, I love this. I don't feel comfortable with this having actually happened in the game. Like, it's a great goof, but
I mean,
I think we kind of need to unpack if we're literally browned out for 6 blacked out.
we don't actually have to have that be the lore, but frankly, that was funnier than doing a serious skill challenge. You guys are adventurers. You have a guide and a map and assembled magic powers. You guys are able to, after one crazy fucking night, continue on your way and eventually find the path to kind of the outskirts of the town. It's maybe like I'll say 5 hours or so out. Enough that you guys don't feel like you're on the verge of just getting fucked over by them just swarming you at once. But over your guys' rough start, then very hectic day and night, you guys pick yourselves back up and are able to find yourselves, and just kind of with a hangover in mind, carry yourselves to the outskirts of Batro.
Sweet.
How the fuck did we botch that so thoroughly?
We got there. I think we did a good
What do you
job.
mean botch? We got there. We
Fine.
No,
succeeded.
you're right. I'm
That
sorry.
could have been way worse.
We just
That
lost
was
all
one of the
credibility
most
with our
entertaining
friends.
ones we've ever done.
Yeah, no, Byron's got a nail on the head. The NPCs are kind of looking at you like,
Like, we definitely grew as a group together, and we did not include them in our growing.
Yeah, they're just sitting there watching us shoot at each other for making tiny horses and get utterly smashed, including a fucking 14-year-old.
No, if Liam says anything, Morak will bring up that we destroyed his people.
you guys were very clear that Liam, if he speaks, will be abandoned like all other talkative NPCs.
Hey, I made your job easier.
Pretty much, yeah.
NPCs are seen, not heard.
It's an auditory game.
You guys I just have to switch costumes all the time, but never have to keep my mic muted always.
Just get a hat and like just put different hats on that are associated with different characters.
Lydia wears goggles. Tobin, you put on a fucking Ninja Turtle costume.
Put on all of their hats at the same time though at one point and just like
That's how you become the DM. If I'm ever DMing, I have to put on all the other character hats at once. Okay. Where the fuck were we?
We're on the
Guys,
outskirts of the town.
We finally found it. I honestly can't believe we did it.
I'm astounded.
But I'm
I'm
proud
also
of us.
astounded that I still have my head. Sonny, we need to talk about you and your horse thing.
What thing?
We'll cover that later. Let's go into town.
Is it a town or is it like a military encampment?
As you guys kind of approach, you guys are still a little bit of ways away, but you see it looks like a town, but very much the impression you get is looking over it. I'll switch over to the image in a second. Roll20 decided to die on me, but it just seems ruined, like torn apart. Not quite like the farmstead that you guys stayed at a couple days ago. It seems it's much larger. It's probably a small mine town on the level of Carnish, which we started this campaign in, but just dilapidated, like just ruined buildings all over the shop. But kind of the weirdest thing is there's a very large central road leading into town where there is just no development at all, like almost on the scale of like a highway leading directly into town. And at the far end, even like a few miles away, you just see this just massive round entrance to like a building like in a half circle that just seems to go just slant directly into the ground. There we go.
Oh.
But yeah, like there's still clearly signs of building, but just like utterly non-functional. Like whether through like a literal storm, it looks like a hurricane has been passing through here and has just been torn apart for years.
Could you describe that thing about the semicircle again?
Sure. Basically, in the midst of this town, just dividing it perfectly in half is a massive road, almost akin to a highway. And at the very end of it, there is just kind of this entrance to a small building that kind of seems to dip down into the ground. Like
So
a
it's
mine
a tunnel that goes down.
Exactly, yes.
Do we see any people?
Roll perception. No. No. No, you don't. No, you don't see anyone. You see this big town, and you're like, huh, weird. Thought the Weave Scarred were gonna be here. No, they're not anywhere around. Kind of whole point was that they were here already.
So, just to clarify and make sure I understand, how does the town of Batra relate exactly to the ruins? Is it where they're basing their operations for the ruins expedition out of?
What you were told by Liam was that this is where the Weave Scarred were heading. This is, to the best of his knowledge, where the Weave Scarred were moving towards. He's a little light on details, but whatever the Weave Scarred are interested is here, in this location. It's not a base, it is this location in and of itself.
Okay, so something about Botro is where these things are being taken from, found.
Presumably, yes.
Presumably. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I figure that this place is probably crawling with danger, specifically in the form of Weave Scarred danger. Not that I see any right now. But I imagine that if they're here and this is like where they're finding stuff, that big semicircle entrance is probably where we're headed.
David, have we had a conversation with Tobin and Lydia about, since like Lydia's goal was to get the wand back, are they just still with us because Lydia's okay with the idea of helping us, or does she also want to get to the Weave Scarred ruins thing?
Ah, yes, I meant to have this conversation, but certain things got a little silly there. Just to abridge that a bit so we don't have to go too much on it. Lydia is down to help you guys if you want her help. She fucking hates Weave Scarred, and you guys did right by her, so she is down to help you guys, and is kind of just assuming you guys want her to help, because that was how she understood the arrangement of like, I'll help you if you help me get this stuff.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I figure that anybody, whether it be maybe Liam and Tobin, who don't want to go fuck up Weave Scarred pieces of shit, or delve into a mine, can probably stay outside of the limits of the town and just sort of bed down and camp a little bit. But Lydia, if you want to come in and, blast things to hell with us, that's your prerogative.
I'm more of a tracker anyway, and I was hired for this job. I'll wait for you folks, and I can help get you out, but I think I'm good here. I'm good to kill. I'm just a kid.
Wonderful.
You can probably stay with Tobin if you're comfortable with that.
Just kind of looks towards the town. Looks towards the turtle man. Looks towards the silverback gorilla. Looks towards the camera like in The Office. Sure. Nothing seems great here.
You want him particularly to come with us, David, but
Your guys' call. He is following your direction because you told him you'd kill him if he didn't.
alright, yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Right.
Great.
But
Shall we?
I'm good to go in now. Are we heading in now?
I think we should probably, make sure that some things are scouting ahead of it.
Yeah, do we want to scout the entrance? Maybe watch it from a distance for a night to see if people come in and out?
maybe
I was
Milos
gonna
or
say
Bailey?
we should send in Bailey and Milos.
There.
Yeah, with that, guys, I actually have to hop off, so I'm gonna stay with Tobin, I suppose. Sonny says, "I'll stay with Tobin, I suppose." And you see him.
Gotta
boot
keep
back
finding
up.
those solitaire cards you're missing.
You see him boot back up solitaire.
Hi, Eric.
All
Alright,
right.
see you, Eric.
Eric.
See you guys.
Good playing with you, man.
Yeah, nice to be on. Hopefully you all live.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, we
see.
won't. Don't worry.
Deuces.
Ode is suspicious of Sunny staying. with
Yeah,
Tobin.
yeah. Sonny like looks around. He's like, I'll stay out here with Tobin.
It's just to make sure Liam doesn't do anything to Tobin while we're gone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I would never do anything to this tasty little man. I mean, young man. Who doesn't look tasty at all.
Why, Grandma? What big eyes you have!
That's so completely unflavorful, young man. All right, I'll see you guys.
See you, man.
Bye.
Only I could make some turtle soup. Oh, fuck, he left.
Damn it.
That was too far.
Honestly.
We can joke about eating
Tobin's
boy.
part of the greatest generation. How could you?
I like the narrative that Sunny developed a taste for eating people, and that we all keep trying to justify it as like he's so robot.
The group balances each other out.
Yeah.
I have no taste for eating people, and he does.
People in the group not eating people.
Everyone
Yeah.
needs their own thing in their diet. It's just
Kessie would be super defensive of him if he decided that's what his diet was.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not his people.
He's not technically a cannibal.
Okay, this conversation is happening 5 minutes out. You guys have walked 5 minutes and are theorizing if he wants to eat it.
I'm imagining the fucking Liam is right there behind us going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
He's listening in.
Anyway, Zeka, Bailey? No, wait, Zeka's not here. Where did Will go? Will's gone.
Hey guys, it's me, Zach.
Right. Bailey, go ahead and scout ahead a little bit.
Milos, go!
Sure. You're gonna
Milos, because I love you a lot.
I will always send Milos into the danger for my friends.
Milos, shoes.
Actually, it's been a bit since I've gone on a specific scouting adventure with like Bailey. I just for the purposes of just feeling like I've been not acknowledging my familiar. Can I just do that together?
You wanna... Okay.
Well, before you go, do you
I
want
made
some
him-
bread?
He gave me like a bad like vibe. Like he gave me like he was like, I'm mad at you last time. So
Oh yeah, you notice as you command Bailey to head out, you see it just being like...
I'm coming too.
Just like ecstatic face. Still looks a bit of a cartoon. Kind of weird to mesh reality with cartoon, but I mean, you guys have been dealing with a weird couple days.
Fair. She's still tripping off that Pedialyte.
So I guess I'll go with him.
For sure. And you're going to try to scout ahead into the kind of town proper?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a stealth check just to begin.
Please actually roll decent. I'm not gonna roll well today, I think, guys. But that's fine. 13.
How should I go about this? As you kind of begin to move towards the towards town proper, you see, as I mentioned, as the picture kind of depicts, there's just a lot of damage just constantly throughout. So trying to move through it and kind of trying to navigate over, kind of just climbing the debris, getting a good vantage point. Every now and again, you're moving through and you're just struggling, whether it's being from climbing or just finding a good place where you don't feel concealed. And every now and again, you hear just like a noise of just like a wooden ceiling collapsing, but you're convinced it was like, and someone's coming up behind you, and you're just kind of jitterish after the last couple of days.
Crabs are everywhere.
Crabs are everywhere. Crabs are everywhere. But more than anything else, you just feel that you are off your game. I want you to make a investigation check for me. Okay.
26.
You begin. Was someone about to say something? Oh, sorry. That's weird. Okay. You kind of delve deeper into the town, and along the way, you are able to find there are definitely signs of the Weave Scarred about. You're not finding any immediately as you move through, kind of just through the kind of rubble of the town itself, but you see like footfalls here and there. You do see like a banner of theirs, or like a section of it that was ripped off, and you just, from your time in Harry Magi, you just recognize like this section of the pattern that was kind of torn off from. Clearly the Weave Scarred are in the area, and as you move further in, you see more signs of them. And then, well, let's see for this one.
David, are we kind of like on the outskirts of town, or are we like a mile away?
Outskirts of... You guys are near enough that if something goes wrong, you could be made aware of it. Like, I'll say... Let's say quarter mile. You guys are on the very edge of town, and she's kind of just creeping in towards it, kind of just doing the perimeter check. It's not a huge town. It's not like a mile wide. It's just moving through rubble is kind of dense and slow going.
Yeah.
If you want to be stealthy, anyway. All right.
That's not a good number.
An exceptionally bad number, frankly. Probably.
Kezia, what's your AC?
15.
Okay, I had a feeling a 9 wouldn't hit, but you see as you're kind of crawling over and onto the roof of a building, your foot like falls through a weakened part, and you kind of your weight just immediately shifts down, and you kind of fall prone. And as you do that, you see an arrow just whiz right over you. The rest of the party, you also see an arrow just suddenly fly into the air, just above it. Just above her, maybe a couple 100 feet away.
Oh, cool. So I'm like on my way back to them.
Yes.
I'm that close. Cool.
Yeah. But yeah,
Can
Kezia,
we tell what direction it came from?
Yeah, you can see broadly where it is. If you guys wanted to get close, you could pretty easily, but it would be making a ruckus. Kezia, what do you do in that moment as you see, like, as you kind of trip over and you see this arrow just fly over your head?
I'm on a roof now, right?
Yes.
Then I will just, pretty much just, if I'm getting to the point of standing up, I'll just drop prone and look over the edge.
Okay.
At the direction of the arrow.
Okay.
Where the arrow came from.
As you do, you actually see it isn't an arrow, it's a crossbow bolt. Sorry, correction there. But you actually see you turn around and you see a Weave Scarred guy, kind of, not the most armored, kind of looks like some of the guys that you specifically fought in the basement. So like that kind of studded leather cuirass with the symbol emblazoned onto it with this kind of coloration, rapidly reloading a crossbow, and he yells, "I've got one over here." What do you do? One last thing before, as he is, I didn't shout it, but he is shouting it.
The building that I'm climbing on, when I was like climbing over it, did I notice any like openings in the walls itself, like any old windows, any doors, anything like that?
Yeah. Let's use this building on the map as a frame of reference because that's more interesting, but it seems like an almost ruined inn with like just part of the walls collapsed, the roof that you're standing on falling in, which is why you fell prone and weren't hit initially. But there's definitely stuff there. All of the party, you hear this sound of an unfamiliar voice calling, "I've got one over here."
What I want to do is I want to just go, "Toodaloo, boys," and then drop through the ceiling.
Make it... Okay, make an acrobatics check, take a d4 for the one-liner.
23 acrobatics.
Add the d4.
And then 27.
Oh, fuck yeah. As you fall in, you are able to just kind of... You describe it. This is your scene.
So we drop through, and she kind of like she hits the floor just a little bit harder and just crumples underneath her intentionally, and as it falls, it's right against the wall. So she kind of like slides her hand against it as she's nearing like falling down before rolling slightly to the side. And then she pops up, remembers which direction the party was coming in, waves through probably another hole at them, and starts slowly for her bolting in the opposite-ish, like a diagonal direction.
Wait, so not back towards the party?
No, it's like not away from the party, but parallel. Like I'm not going away from them. I'm trying to direct what I want. My
You're
goal.
trying to take instead of going direct, you're going at an angle.
I'm going at a horizontal.
Oh, okay. Party's here and you're
Cool.
going this way. Okay, I
Yeah.
got you.
If the road, I'm imagining like the party is approaching the town, so if the party is like down compared to where the building is, she's going like right.
Yeah, because and it's the purpose of this is to try to lead them not away from the party, but more so away than like running back towards them would be.
And here you can guys see, as a part of this play, as the Weaves Guard are about to start making a Hail Mary, Kezia decides to rush the line, and we'll see how it plays off.
And I'm gonna send Bailey I want to have Bailey like hide basically.
Okay.
So that way he'll start bolting it back in the opposite direction towards the rest of the party, but
Okay.
after they start chasing me.
Okay, what is the rest of the party doing?
I think once we hear like found one boys, okay, Adam. Ode would just like look to Morak to be like, what do we do? And anyone else can say something, but like that's Ode's initial reaction.
Myron can take out the Weaves Guard trinket and say, "Do I fuck with them?"
I mean, I figure as long as she didn't fuck up too bad, we might be able to get out of this with that guy who was fucking nuts or something like that. Whoever saw her. If it was lots of people who saw her, we're fucked. But if one person saw her, maybe we can just gaslight him.
Yeah, we're not completely sure if it was one or multiple people, right?
Yeah, we have no idea. We heard one voice. That's all.
Ode, have we seen any dogs so far?
Not yet.
Oh, now we know that there's dogs. Ode, are you able to like bamf in and bamf out real quick to see how many people there are with your shadowy magic?
I mean, I could do it quicker than you, but not like I can't go.
I'm just loud, okay? I don't. Yeah, nothing I do is quiet, and that's very hard. And also, my shield is very shiny. I'm just.
There's calm emotions. I could say that I was sent by Amir or Kellen.
Oh,
I have a question really quick. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
So we're currently in the wildlands still, right? So like magic will do weird things or nah?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my question. I wanted to cast minor illusion to like make myself look like a barrel, like bolt away from them, but actually hide, you know?
Okay.
But
Game
I
of
don't
prop
think
hunt.
that's the best idea.
Fucking, it is prop hunt.
It really is prop hunt.
Just snake eyes in a box.
I could say that I was sent by the Grand Inquisitor Amir to double check on their progress here.
Sure.
And I can make comments of, it seems like you guys are all on edge because you're making shots at nothing. In case we do want to go with the gaslighting possibility, Artak.
I mean, I like that just because I'm worried Kezia is like in immediate danger, and so if you run in and she is, you can just call all of us in.
Yeah.
At the very least, it gives you guys all more time to formulate a plan to fuck their shit up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you say the word and we're in. It's a battle, but you know, you are our last chance at not making a very loud entrance, essentially.
All
Hey,
right.
Byron,
Yeah.
could I come with you so that I can have calm emotions ready? I can disguise myself to look like whatever you want me to, and I won't say a word.
I would.
I can even change my height by 3 feet in either dimension.
Offerbolts.
Become a Oompa
that's a-
Loompa.
If it's a non-magical thing, I would say absolutely.
It is non-magical. It's a part of my like being.
Then perfect. Just become a bland Weaves Guard man. Ideally, one
Why
that
don't
looks
you? Why
a little
don't
bit
you
more burly.
become the little boy we found?
Oh yeah,
Liam?
you could become Liam.
Oh. Oh, and then you could be the big man.
Well, I can't disguise myself non-magically. I could just say that I found them, and they'd been destroyed by Fairlit.
Okay, I become Liam. Well, I'm gonna wait till we get close, since it only lasts an hour.
You're pretty close to the tent. Like
Yeah,
it's
we're-
not like you're
you're
doing
on
a
the border.
15-minute walk.
Okay, I do it.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Before we go, I am going to enhance ability on Ken for charisma.
Cool.
Last shot we got before it gets bad.
Okay. What spell level
Good
is
luck,
that?
boys.
That is a 2nd level spell.
Okay. No need to do anything yet. Well, no, you don't. Okay. Because of that discussion, Kezia, what are you doing first? Because I did kind of
Yeah,
talk
take a little
that
bit.
through a little bit.
Sorry, I was just looking at. I was trying to figure out. What I was planning on doing. So my goal was to just kind of like lead them somewhat semicircular away from the party horizontally to the point where I would eventually get within 120 feet of them, so I can shoot them a message.
So just to be clear here,
That was my goal.
somewhat semicircular. So would that be semicircular?
That's
Or
circle.
semi-ovular.
I want to curve towards them to the point where I'm 120 feet away. I just don't want to bolt right back towards them. So yeah, semicircular.
Is it gonna be like parabolic, an exponential style curve? Like,
Fight me, Carson. Let's go.
1 second. Let me just finish making this.
If the party is over here, then I am going this.
Oh, that T's hot.
Oh, it's an angle.
Kind of. Just a roundabout way of saying it. Yes, angled.
Oh, you're taking a roundabout.
Oh no!
I'm gonna mute you.
Did you know if you ever see a roundabout that
Mary?
supposedly that was like a civil engineer who did not do a very good job of making a road or something like that? Someone told me that once. I don't know if it's true.
Roundabouts are really useful.
They're super
Yeah.
good.
They're
Oh,
like
super
everywhere
efficient.
in the Europe.
Oh no, if there's a U-turn only lane, that's what it is. That means that someone did not do their job well.
That makes
I have
sense.
never seen that before. That makes perfect sense.
I see them everywhere here.
U-turn only lane.
Alrighty,
There's
I'm
so
going to
many
swap us
U-turn only
over
lanes.
here.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a lot of that around the airport, but I think that and LAX.
Bit of an
Oh,
improvised
I think
well,
map
that's
there.
LAX is
useful.
I'm gonna just close that real
LAX
quick.
is also
wow.
horrifically designed.
These graphics. Did you turn RTX on?
Holy shit, man!
I will defend David here. We have played D&D on a hand-drawn table with like like.
I
markers
made
on the
this
spot.
in 2 minutes, sir.
This is good, this works.
I'm totally joking.
Oh yeah, no, I know you're fucking with me. It's just very funny. You're right. Kezia, you are going to be there. I'm going to say, Boyrin. Let's put you and Zeka here.
On top of each other.
Kezia, just for narrative consistency, this building here is effectively that inn that you fell in. There's a little bit more going off the top, so it's bigger, but it's just harder to map that way. Whoever did that, thank you. That is incredible for color. That is so useful.
How did you? Oh, I see.
I'm just that good.
Just put that on the map layer. Oh, just put you guys on the map layer. Excellent news. Great.
Yeah.
This is going well. I'm doing great,
Oh,
guys. I'm
that's
a
gonna
good
be
DM, I
wonderful.
swear.
I'm stuck in the wood. I'm stuck
There
in
you
the
go.
wood. I'm out.
Okay. But yeah, this brown bit being the central road that goes into town. There's like several more of these size sections before you get to what is clearly the entrance to some kind of underground tunnel, but you haven't quite reached it yet. Here.
I'm gonna, while we're walking, I just want to like keep an eye out and make sure that there isn't anything weird going on. And also, while we're walking, I'm gonna whisper to Byron I'm gonna be trying to get a read on like the people you're talking to. If I pinch you, that means they're probably about to try and fuck us up. And if I pull on your coke twice, that means they're lying. You got that?
Oh, sure. You know what I realized we forgot to do? Set up like a launch word with our group. So
Too late. No, you don't get to do this now. Kezia, what are you up to?
Oh, I know. He just recognizes this and goes, you'll have to shoot a message instead.
Well, right now I'm
I've got
trying to
something
duck
in
and
mind.
bob and weave, I think, to the point where I get within 120 feet of Artuk, let's say. And as soon as I can, I'm gonna send him a message.
Okay. You think Artuk is approximately, let's say, one or two tiles removed from the map.
So I don't really know exactly, like, because within the map, like, I just need like, with all the decrepit buildings around, I should be.
Let's say if you get to here, you'll be in range.
Where?
Here. About midway through this particular alley.
Okay. Where did I start off, like...
You are, after
Falling
having
white?
rolled off the map, after having fallen through the building, doing your Black Widow stance, and then rolling off. The party was over here. Which way are you moving?
So as I stated previously, my goal is to move, like, in a horizontal pattern first, to eventually get into a curve. So that after that point, I'll be at 120 feet, eventually away from them, ish. I don't want to lead them directly back to my party, and I don't know how to properly move on the map.
Let's just Kezia, Byron, and just everyone roll initiative, and if you guys decide you don't want to do something in initiative, just pass. Does everyone roll
David,
initiative?
I can't select my token anymore.
I will fucking end you.
Oh wait, no, it's because I have the wrong setting. I'm dumb.
Okay, good, because if I have to deal with that again, that one will drive me insane.
So, like, what? It's like each square is like, what, 10 feet, we think?
No,
Because if I had to be within 60 feet...
Think of this as literally a combat map. Like, 5 feet, squares 5 feet. Just, this is strictly a combat map if it comes up.
Okay, well then I should already be within 120 feet of the party.
You're there. I'm just going to say you're there, and we are going to move forward.
Then am I within 120 feet of the party?
If you get to here.
Okay, but that's 65 feet to the party. So.
And those are the terms.
So is it like a 10-foot map?
No.
I'll fight you, dude.
And I'm telling you this now.
This is a very Monty Python.
Fine.
Just
Fine.
get there.
So
It is a
feet.
standard map.
So 65 feet, let's say.
What is going
Something
on
about wild
here?
magic storms.
Read carefully, David.
I'm a bolt
I
this
can't.
way. I'm a
does
It
bolt.
says fuck.
Oh
Oh.
no, our sponsors. Oh no, Ross and Carrie are never gonna stick with us.
You can blame me.
Oh no, they're an explicit podcast.
Oh hell yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Okay,
Oh no,
so
no, who we could probably get to sponsor us.
We
is
probably
Fortnite.
lose Abbott. They're a family-friendly
Ah,
company.
damn
Alright,
it.
guys, we got Raid
Built as
Shadow
if
Legends.
Intended for our family.
You.
Raid Shadow.
They'll
Hey,
sponsor
have you
anyone.
guys ever been trying to orchestrate a combat on an improvised map? And have you ever thought, man, I really need to listen to an audiobook? Well, Audible's got the space for you. I don't know.
Okay.
What are we waiting on?
I don't
What
get.
are we waiting on?
I rolled like an 8, so I don't know.
Well, right now I'm
If I
spelling
can't
out
go up and
raid
move,
on this.
I'll just move.
I just
wasn't
Kezia.
so-
Kezia is the point of contact right
I don't
now.
know. I don't like this map. It's bothering me. Aha.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Sometimes when you get caught in stealth, you're in an inopportune moment.
No. I mean like, it bothers. I don't know where the party is.
We're all on the bottom.
They're
I'm
on the
within
bottom.
65 feet.
They're on the bottom.
Stop with the fucking.
Yeah, for real. This is gonna give me a stroke.
Hey, I just spelled out raid for our sponsors, okay?
Okay, well at least I'd better get that money in the mail.
Okay. I'm just moving. I'm just. The reason why I don't like the map is because I hate chases, and that's what I'm trying to instigate with the map. That's why I hate the map. I'm sorry, David. I know you put time and effort into it.
Yeah, I mean, it was
just
only
don't
2
know where
minutes.
they are.
We're also trying to stop a chase.
I'm trying to get to the point where you. I'm trying to get to something.
All right, Kezia, you get to there. Is that your movement?
Where are they?
They are coming from this direction. They will be on the map in a little bit, but it is not their turn yet in the initiative.
Yeah, I'm trying specifically to stay ahead of them just to the point where they can still see me.
Okay.
Because I have a stupid high movement speed.
I will say that you can definitely leave a trail with your movement that could be followed. You can just knock over a barrel or leave intentional footprints.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get a little further.
Okay.
I can get like there, and I'm good.
Hey, everyone. You see Kezia bolting along the main road now.
I'm like, if I see them, I'll just go, like, hide.
I'm starting to get the feeling that gaslighting them isn't going to work anymore.
All right, Kezia, use your turn to move.
Oh, what's happening?
Artuk,
Bailey's
you are
fighting.
up. You are.
Oh, I should probably put Bailey.
Artuk, do you want to do something?
She motioned to hide, right? You motioned to hide, Kezia?
It's like,
I'm trusting her in the moment, and I will hide. I will take like the hide action.
Okay. I like whoever hit them with square. Whoever did that, good work.
That's just a stealth roll, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just roll stealth.
No, I was trying to say that we are not the 3 that are going into town.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just
There's
off.
3 going into town?
Or we are 3 who are not going into town. Sorry.
Natural 1 on my stealth roll.
Awesome.
A gun goes off.
I don't even know what to do with that.
can they have Can they have advantage? 'Cause
No. It's a natural.
You try to hide next to a wall, you lean into it a little too far, and the entire building just fucking collapses.
Friends who are outside town right now, so I
True.
don't quite know why he hid.
Well, apparently we were close enough to see Kezia,
Oh, okay.
and she motioned to hide, so I did. But I failed
Oh, I see.
epically at it.
You knocked down a building. You guys are standing next to a building.
No, we're not there.
They are not there.
We
Okay.
just have our tokens on the map.
Okay, they are not there. They are a little bit off the map. I'm just gonna make the map fucking taller, and I'll put them somewhere. This is easier.
I really like this map, David.
It's ideal.
I
It's the
appreciate
best
it.
map I've ever seen.
25, 6. Oh,
He's actually kind of the damage he's about to deal us.
You all take
You?
67
I'm the one
psychic
who did the
damage.
dumb. I'm the
Well,
one who
no,
rolled
because we're
the
heckling
dumb.
him. That's why we're taking psychic damage.
You take psychic damage.
It got
anyways.
bigger.
Wow.
Wow.
David, you're a grower, not a shower, huh? I'm sorry. It was right there.
what did I do to you guys today? Fuck it. All right. Here's some grasslands. Here's a bush you guys can hide behind.
Hey, but then Artek sets the bush on fire.
Artuk lights the bush on fire.
Bush hates me because I'm Artuk.
It as is tradition. Okay, Morak. You can't. This
really
is
want
so
that Captain
jank.
Crunch.
This is so jank.
I'm actively working on trying to find a map to just use.
Just do your turn. We're gonna
It's
roll
fine,
with this
it's
for a bit. It'll be fine.
It's fine. Morank's just gonna ready his weapon and wait, because yeah, I'm just gonna pull out my weapon and shield.
You got it.
Yeah, done.
Okay, Zeka, you see Kezia. You see Kezia running across the street. 6 seconds. What do you do?
What do we do? Do we keep going?
Fuck it. We'll be able to distract him for a little bit.
I think this is fine. Let's just go.
All right. Well, that covers me too. So I guess we just move 30 feet.
Okay.
Hilarious.
This is so.
Did so, and I love it.
We should come up with a code word where it's just like, hey, this is to plan. Don't worry about it. I got this. And then another word that's just please help.
This is
Please
the
help.
please help us. Don't worry, guys. I'll make a map real quick.
But maybe we could do like a little like speed walk, like half dash to get a little further up.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah. We're not sprinting so that we don't seem out of breath. But we're definitely like we're walking.
Oh,
with
we're
purpose.
walking.
Walking with purpose.
With intent. No, you guys don't get that intent. Never mind. I take that back.
Aw.
You lose the intent.
Byron will give Kezia a thumbs up and then take out the weave scar trinket.
That is
Holy
a
As
huge
an
shit,
object
man.
in rank.
That's a.
Oh fuck.
Oh, sorry, guys. I got the scaling wrong on this.
Oh my god.
Aw, he's got armor. What a cutie.
It's great, Wolf Sif. We're dead.
Guys are fucked right now.
We're fighting giants.
If Godzilla
No,
had
you
a
guys,
puppy.
you guys already did that.
Biggest fucking wolf.
It's just Fenris.
Eh,
Fenrir.
eh. All right, note to self: have the maps pre-prepared.
Note
'Cause
to
of-
self: anticipate at least
Was
one
it
combat.
your strategy to improvise the map?
No, it was my strategy to not get this much criticism.
Said a word, David.
Yeah, come on, man. You should have expected it.
It really is my fault. You're right. Anyway, these dogs are going to continue to chase after Kezia. 15, 20. Yeah, they're going to just keep moving this way. These guys are slower and are just going to move that way. The dogs start barking and... Oh, wait. Artuk, you cast Enhance Ability on Byron, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
They immediately kind of pivot, look around.
Do I notice this in the moment?
This is
Not
the
enough
actual
for
one
the
in
dogs to
action.
notice.
Gotcha.
Ode, you see these dogs fucking sprinting and hooping around, and now staring down Byron.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I owed remember that they had like specific tags for like people who were cursed by magic because they knew that like magic was emitting from the people who were cursed by magic in the city. So like I don't know. I think Byron can lie his way out of it. So Ode's gonna see that. She's gonna see how Artuk has hid, but how Morak has decided to brandish his weapon. So she's gonna pull out her spear and also hide near Artuk and cast Pass Without Trace. Because she trusts both of their instincts, but they did two different things.
Very kind. Very good.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm excited for her to fail, and just because her spear is just sticking straight up.
Is
Oh my god.
is my stealth rerolled with the pass of that trace, or is it just
I
a
don't
natural
think
When
plus
you-
10?
rolled, but I think you would get the bonus.
You'll get it next time you try to hide.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, the bush is still burning.
Oh no, Moses.
Kezia, you see these dogs round the corner and immediately start glaring at a kind of mix of you and Matt Byron.
And I just look at them and I'm like, they're not going to do what I want them to do. I should have communicated. I'm gonna try to climb up the wall of this building right here. Touch it. This one.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh man.
I can't. No,
What do you
I'm too
think?
short.
You
Just
can't
feeling
find the handrail.
Wonderfully
I
awful.
can't get too high, and my little legs can't kick up that much. Spur of the moment, I knock over over the barrel that I was gonna use to get up there, and it's just.
I think this is the best session of D&D ever.
It's
So
a
on top
really
of
good
it.
session.
It's so scuffed.
I'll just pop up from prone from falling off the attempt to jump up the roof, look, and then just try to go through this little alleyway. And that's what I'm gonna do, I guess. I'm gonna pull out my bow, or like make sure my bow is strung.
Artuk, you saw all of that. You saw literally all of that.
Guys, I don't know if we're gonna be able to hide this shit anymore. What do y'all think?
It's
Can you
betrayed.
talk to Kezia and figure out how many they are?
I literally can't communicate this distance.
I don't know how many they are, because if there's like 100 of them, we gotta run. If there's like maybe 2 and 2 dogs, we could take them.
I figure we're in the fucking nest of the beast here. We should get the fuck out. There's a lot. There's gonna be 1,000 of them.
Well, I mean, if anything,
Whoa,
can we
and
help
there were
them get out?
14 in the head of operations. Don't you dare say that there's 1,000 of them here.
Okay, Morak, I don't know if you remember that we worked for literal weeks to try to get there to be fewer of them, and they
We worked
at one
for
point
3
they spent.
days.
And
Oh,
you
right.
think they all came here?
I think
Well, I mean, if anything, we can't just run away because now 3 of us are in there. So we have to
6
do
seconds
something.
of pass
Okay,
by,
yeah.
guys.
Wait, hold on. I wanna backtrack to a comment. Oh yes, we know there are these big magic devices in this town. Oh yes, they were stolen from us 2 days ago. And then the next day, the wizard who we got this from was broken out. Why the fuck wouldn't they come here?
Because their base of operations is on fire.
Yeah, we kind of fucked up their steves.
Well, I doubt
really
that
did.
their base of operations was on fire, and they were like, "Quick, we know what to do. Send a message to the people who are several weeks away."
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm their messenger.
Exactly. I think you got this.
We got this. Let's,
Our
well, you
tuck
know
is
what?
going to
Let's see
hide.
what
Got
happens.
very,
Artuk,
very
go ahead.
Tuck's going to-
Should I just roll another hide?
Yeah, go ahead.
I now
also
have
sent-
passed out
Let's
trace. So let me type this one out. That's a 27.
I need that.
Nice.
I also sent
Artuk,
a
you
map
put the
to the
bush
chat
out.
if we want to use it. I don't know if it's useful anymore, but we can use it.
I feel like I'm committed to this jank now.
Fair. I mean, it matches
I mean, if
up.
we actually do want to use it, I will swap it over, but...
Honestly,
No.
yours is bigger at this point, so.
I want this map.
True.
Artuk, you put out the flaming bush. You don't know why you lit it on fire. You don't know why you did that.
No,
Yeah,
it
seems
lit
unlike me.
because it was angry at Artuk.
Yes, because all plants have the ability to spontaneously combust if they're
We are
unhappy.
in the
Well,
magical
actually-
wastelands.
You were in
It just
the
died
actively
instantly,
chaotic
dried out, and it got
wasteland.
struck by lightning.
It just,
I
it
feel
just,
like-
the
I feel
plants
like
had
a
like
bush-
berries on it that were eventually turning alcoholic, and they said, "I'm gonna rapidly turn into."
I feel like a bush in
Oh,
the magical wasteland can say, "I've got some negative juju near me. I'm gonna light myself on fire."
I think this is all eminently reasonable. Or it isn't, rather, but in the most delightful and on-brand way possible.
David's biggest defender.
Mary, you're number one. You know that?
I'll take it.
I don't think the Benny Hill theme has ever been more fitting.
Was that not Wackety Sax?
Well, that was Benny Hill. I'll play Yakety Sax now.
Isn't Yakety Sax Benny Hill?
I like wackety sax.
Yeah, I prefer wackety sax.
Oh, I know you do.
I love whacking it to sex. I mean, what?
Morak,
Yeah, they're the same thing.
you're up.
I don't know anymore. Okay, so we're still in the bushes.
Yeah, you guys have done... Artuk lit a bush on fire, or it was lit on fire, but he put it
I'm
out
going
pretty
over
quick.
here. I'm going to this closest bush
Cool.
and readying an attack.
What
Okay.
attack?
What is your trigger?
Shit going down.
Okay, what
And what
attack?
attack is
What
it?
attack? Is this a firebolt or a sword?
Oh, a sword.
Okay.
Draw attention to myself.
Alright, Zeka, you're up!
Gonna
I'm gonna
have.
draw attention to myself. A bush can't shoot a fireball out of it. Come on.
Well, hold
guys.
on, we did just establish that it can light itself on fire.
I'm gonna roll a d20. If it's less than 10, I'm doing one thing. If it's more than 10, I'm doing another
Oh
thing.
my god, I can't with this.
Are you gonna tell us what the? What's the
Alright.
options?
This is how Zeka sees the dogs barking at Byron,
No.
remembers that he's got magic on him, and he's gonna grab Byron and say, "I got one, boys." Dressed as the kid from the game.
What? It is like my... Oh no.
Oh.
You're really good at acting. You can make anything work.
Okay, fine. Zardo shoved the weave guard trinket into his hand.
Okay, and I'm holding it, and I guess I put it in my pocket, and I'm just holding it.
And also, remember, we're here sending a message from the Grand Inquisitor Amir, saying that the Bastion was attacked.
8 days previously.
You guys have been walking
Yeah,
around the
that's
waste for
travel
3
time.
goddamn weeks.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know the
virus-
exact number.
Let go of me, you fucker, you little shit. I'll fucking blast the kingdom come.
You've been changed ever since you were a messenger. You somehow got corrupted by the wild lands, which is why you're magic.
We're the one with the fucking magic. You're the one with the weave guard, Zeka.
Okay. Okay. No, deception check, both of you.
Well, that's a 20 from me.
We're in sync,
17.
baby. This is a masterful performance.
Fuck. Oh wait, I have advantage.
You do.
Do I
have
get
advantage.
over 20? I have a 28 now, bitch.
Wow.
Fucking point of this game. What's the goddamn point?
Look at where we are, David.
Oh my god. How the fuck is this the only thing that's succeeded so far?
Hey, Ode has been very successful.
Ode is consistently successful.
Ode is reliable.
Hey, fellas.
What the fuck? Toxic.
I'll kill you all. I'll kill all you fuckers.
My partner died. and this guy was a messenger, but he got corrupted by the wildlands, so he's magical now and he's like violent. And my voice got changed by the wildlands.
Okay. Alright,
And I'm here. This is just, I promise. I'm just laughing too hard to say anything right now.
They seem confused. They're literally just like, one guy's got a sword out, the other's got a crossbow since finished reloading, and they're just like, what the fuck?
All right, you're violent, but you can still tell him what you saw.
Oh.
What? Tell what okay.
I forgot we were in initiative. Do we see?
Yes! You see all of this stupid shit. You see them. You see what clearly looks like Zeka and Byron were going in with a plan. Byron looks confused, and Zeka seems to be taking charge. And you see the dogs still moving towards them, and suddenly them face a corner.
I just don't know what to do because like I don't know. I guess I'll move up to where Morak is.
I feel
And
like
then
at
be-
this point we should just let the scene play out.
Yeah, and
right?
then
'Cause they're
I'll just
hiding.
I'll just let the scene play out because like I don't want to start a combat if like they can somehow pull it out of here. So yeah, I'll do that. I have faith in them. David.
Kezia?
I don't have faith in anyone. I guess I'm just gonna move along because they're successfully distracting them.
She's not wrong.
I'm just gonna keep going and I'm gonna see if I can investigate to see how many more there are. And I'm gonna recall Bailey.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Can I be stealthy about it?
You can try.
I feel like you should have advantage.
For kicking off a chase like this, no.
Hey,
I'm just going for our
17.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
And
You
an 18.
okay?
Also, I didn't kick it off. My rolls kicked it off, definitely.
You look around and you see some other people around the town. Some more Weave Scarred, just floating around, looking confused because they heard that call and don't know exactly where it came from.
How many?
You see another group of like pretty much same as this of like looks like 2 people, 2 dogs. You don't see any more immediately, but you see another group nearby. I'm not adding more to the map again.
Okay, cool. I'll just let Bailey go back over towards the party stealthily. I'm sending Bailey back just individually, and he's gonna hold up as many fingers if he makes it there successfully.
Okay.
As I've currently seen.
Artuk and Morik, are you guys gonna do anything before you see Byron and Zeka do this? Anything you want to do before they start talking?
I will at least get up with my friends. And I will hold an action. The action that I intend to hold is initializing my symbiotic entity, but I'm not going to actually initialize it. That's eyes go over black and shit. I'm not going to do it unless shit hits the fan, but the moment it looks like, oh, this plan was bound to fail because at the very least they're going to take fucking Byron as a hostage at this point, the moment that I see them going for anything like that, symbiotic entity is up, and I'm not wasting a whole ass action to do it at the beginning of the initiative.
Morak, what would you like to do before this?
Eric said he's brushing his teeth, but that he's.
I just got back.
Oh.
Oh, good timing.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm just wait, what?
Just let this happen.
I'm just gonna let it happen, dude. I don't feel like intervening with this. I
Yeah,
feel like
we
this
have
is...
faith in our friends, David. You don't need to make an astonished
I
look
feel-
at that.
I feel like they're gonna fail, but
Oh,
it'll be funny.
yeah, we have faith. I feel like they're gonna fail, but
But I
But I
want
want
to
to see it happen.
No film
Wait.
forward.
David.
Wait, guys, Zeka already uses Morak Inspiration. I cast Chromatic Orb. No, yeah, no, let's just let it happen.
well,
Just
go
let it
ahead.
happen.
Let's see what happens.
David, I would like to make a perception check on the guards to see if they have any herbs on them or any edible thing of note. I promise I have a plan. What are you doing?
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll perception.
21.
They do not.
Anything?
Why would they?
Like
Not even like a trail mix?
Not like trail mix or like beef jerky or like a flower.
A flower?
I don't know. Literally anything. Like
Dandelion?
a plant or edible object. That is what I want. Or, if they have a Dungeoneer's pack, if they have like charcoal.
Okay. That one I'll grant you. They have actually like something for that. Yes. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna look to them, and I'm gonna say, I think. Wait, what was the voice I was using? Zeko would remember the voice he was using because this is all happening at once. But I'm just gonna. Quick! I need your charcoal so I can heal his condition, and then he can talk normally. But he'll still
You're
be
the
magical.
one talking unnormally.
Oh, he's being aggressive.
Who are you, disembodied voice?
Do you mean to cure my aggression? To cure my aggression? I would never stop being aggressive. Charcoal will never stop me.
I'll shake him.
Ah. Oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Charcoal, please, before he gets too aggressive.
At this moment, Artuk is gonna realize, oh shit, the reason the dogs are on him is because I cast that spell.
Prepare what you wanted to say.
It's going to be at this moment, Artuk realizes, oh shit, I cast a spell on him. That's why the dogs are on him, and I'm gonna drop the spell. But at this exact moment.
Before
This
the
is the moment
charcoal?
where I remember that
Yes,
they're both idiots.
this is the moment it
We
happens.
can't hear you. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Yeah, no, we
It's
have.
perfect that it's right before the charcoal.
I have no perception of what's going on. Artuk just would have realized it eventually.
Could I say that, like, I start saying a bunch of herbalism mumbo jumbo to make it seem like I know what I'm talking about, so that I can use my herbalism kit proficiency? David, say
Can I-
something.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll this dice.
Yes. Fuck! I'm using my last inspiration. Yes!
What do you say? What do you say?
Okay. Well, here's the unique challenge of D&D. I am not an herbalist, so I can't say what an herbalist would say when he's trying to bullshit that he's trying to get charcoal from a guard in a fantasy game to make it seem like his aggressive friend is no longer going to be aggressive after he blends it with his other bullshit herbalism items to make him less aggressive.
Maybe
right?
it's something like, oh, well, I need the charcoal to blend with this special water I have, and then I'll put it in, and that will recenter his, energy, which is actually blocking the magic from his aggression part of his brain, like that.
Yeah, his cheese
I
just
see
messed
that.
up, man.
Chakras, get your chakras.
Yeah, he talks about the crown chakra.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I need the charcoal so I can activate it in the water and then mix it with Wolfsbane and give it to him because Wolfsbane counteracts the effects of aggression magic.
Byron, what do you look like right now, by the way? Just so I'm clear.
He looks
Me?
like Liam.
You look like Liam? What do you look
I
like?
look like Liam.
I look like Byron.
They
But-
would never say a Byron.
Early on, I told him my partner got killed.
And he also said that I was a messenger.
Yes. Who got inflicted by the Wildlands magic. There's a lot of lore here. He got inflicted by the magic what made him too aggressive. But he
It's
still had
deep, rich lore
but he
that
still
we
had a
got
message he
going
needed
on
to
right
deliver.
now.
Byron, what are you
so
doing in
rich.
this moment? What are you doing as Zeka is
Foaming at the
spinning this tail?
He's going to be trying to watch the dogs to see when they stop acting aggressive,
hoping against hope that Artuk will realize, oh, maybe it's because of the fucking magic.
Yeah, the dogs are just advancing towards you, and then they suddenly stop and are like, huh?
Oh, I did get a 19, so I've probably noticed that.
Oh my god, this all could have been avoided if Byron had just done the. Oh yeah, they target magic people sometimes.
Okay.
Seeing that the dogs have stopped, Byron will flop around and pretend to like headbutt Zeka. And just, I think the magic has been lifted. With that nice hard hit to the head, my head is now ringing clear like a bell.
Oh, that was the other thing I was gonna recommend.
Listen, I'm so sorry about my acquaintance.
Alright. Zeka, I want you to roll a deception check. Byron, just roll just a D20.
I actually rolled well.
17, I rolled well too.
What the fuck is wrong with both of you?
We've been lost in the wastes for 3 weeks. I unfortunately fell into a magical pit, which afflicted my mind with a temporary madness. He had all of his friends killed by Fairlids, and all just so that we can tell you that those 3 weeks prior, there was a massive attack on the Bastion. Grand Inquisitor Amir has sent me to let you all know, because we need reinforcements as soon as possible to ensure that those insurgents aren't able to defeat us. And I'm so sorry that all of this damn magic is getting in the way.
Grand Inquisitor Amir sent you, huh?
Yes.
That's weird. He got in yesterday. They're gonna shoot Byron now.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just gonna shoot Byron.
Oh, fuck. Byron will shout, "Oh fuck," as loud as he possibly can.
Byron, what's your AC?
Wait a minute. Let me make
this
clear.
Guys, I cannot stress. I was willing for your bullshit, but you did pick the lie that they do have crystal clear proof that you did not do this.
Please, can we stop the podcast? I need to make this abundantly clear. The bullshit that I was shitting was more effective than what all the shit.
No, none of it was effective, but you befuddled them and then told them an outright lie about your motive while being magical.
What I am saying is, if I had just let him do his thing, this is the exact result we would have gotten. So, fuck you.
I loved your bullshit.
It was definitely an experience I had.
I thought my line was good up until apparently the end.
I'm gonna be honest, you picked a pretty good story. It just, I've been keeping track of the timeline and literally motive, so I was just like, oh no, that's their story. Oh no.
Yeah, I saw David's eyes get really big when you mentioned Kellen. Like, oh fuck, that might work, but then you went with Amir.
I keep on forgetting his fucking name.
You actually got it right. It was just, there's always two. It's always weird with NPCs. Anyway, so they're gonna shoot Byron.
Yeah, I've got a 12 AC. I don't wear armor.
Oh no.
Because I don't have it.
Why don't you wear armor? Why haven't
Also, you have armor.
Well, wait, hang on, wait.
I can't wear it anymore because it's medium armor.
Oh my gosh, we need to get you armor.
I don't wear armor.
Yeah, but that's because Ode's a fucking champ.
Well, okay, does that
She's
necessarily
got thick skin.
does it necessarily mean that he's a bad guy to them? Because, like, maybe he just got lost in the Wildlands and he got there before Amir, or after Amir got there.
Yeah, but you guys have also been acting like...
You guys have been so fucking weird.
Hitting all of our checks, thank you very much.
Byron, you take 5 points of piercing damage. And we're gonna end the session here.